Games to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money. They say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time. Out and about, out chasing paper. The streets of my house and the house always wins like Vegas. Never down for the count. Second win, second nature. Bound mine, never had my hands out. Fuck favors. By design, everything tailored. In my youth, it was shell toes, no Chuck Taylors. Weak soap game, had a game so. It's still the same code game, so it's still the same code. We all pay the cost, pay dues. Move with the mind state that I can't lose. On the grind, push a hard line with my linemen. Back when I was young, they said it's all about timing. Till it's my time, all the stars are aligning. I'm a diamond in the rough, couple cuts got me shining. This game you cannot cop on consignment. In the field, all we do is execute assignments. The game should be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste, you ain't got no time to talk. The game should be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste, you ain't got no time to talk.
First, we get into this paper. See, I want it all, plus a mule and 8 acres. A lot of alcohol, few dad bags of paper. Run this shit like a ship and I'm the sailor. Cold, kinda like it's fresh up out the freezer. Cold, if she ain't talking bread, I don't need her. Soon as I meet her, I'm a fucker, then I leave her. It's the old Mac needs, treat them all like bottom feeders. Break it down slow for them folks that don't know. I'm a seasoned vet, black belt out the dojo. With a wide range of weapons, so I'm out the holster. Keeping all options open, so many ways that I can fold ya. Told you from the gate, never been about no play. Get it on the go, they never been known for no delay. The game should be sold, not to be told. Keep your mouth shut, don't have to break the mold. Mac needs.
Break the work down, it's fence the move. Push that work out, I distribute. Break the work down, it's fence the move. Push that work out, I just distribute. A young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor.
I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. You know I'm a boy, get money's what I'm used to.
Keep it straight from the gate, so I don't confuse ya. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'ma make noise, shout to my producer. I'm an entertainer, but I ain't here to amuse ya. Yeah, I fuck with shooters and they all fucking users. Come through, wake that ass up like a rooster, hella early in the morning. Early bird gets a worm. Finna get rich for 'em, food for the worms. Cutting cocaine, dropping whole things. It's a cold game, make you run your gold chain. Hungry, but I'm moving in a keto state. For sure, I beat the price on the keys in your state. Catch me running up a tail, fucking up a bag. Make me wonder how long will a good thing last. On my Curtis Mayfield, live a life I can't chill. Push a man, pushing packs, all I do is make squeal. Keep it 100, I'm just numb, yo, I can't feel none of these suckers when they say they real. Stacking Uber cash, I'm an out-of-state supply. Random Uber man here to get away drive. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the...
You ready, Jim?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile. Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
My pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. It's all a hustle, ladies and homies. Make money, money.
Call out here for a pill. Really tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find a thing to save my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me. No, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at ya.
Bogard Scott free, annoyed as fuck in the morning when the baby wakes up hella early, eats breakfast, goes back to sleep, wakes up again. Ain't that right? Go back to sleep. Yeah, go back to sleep.
All right, so we're just rocking for the morning, waiting for some questions to pop in here. We got Thursday night football kicking off.
You know, we're at war right now. I don't know if anyone realizes this, but we're at bloody war. Oh yeah, there's already been some pre-casualties too. Have we got any status? So I read that he did the little mini walkthrough thing today. Again, yeah, I guess it's like one part of the workouts, but it's really just to see his knee. I don't know. There's no chance. And if he plays, I have to tell people not to play him.
Yeah, sucks. Is what it is.
And everyone thank me now, because if he plays and I say not to play him and you still play him, that means I reverse jinxed him into greatness. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns, 12 yards.
Shout out to the crew. Frank, you still up in here? He left the questions a little while ago. Frank, just throw a little thumbs up so I know you're in here. We'll answer your questions. And Derek in the house.
Be named Frank, because it's just like you're just bluntly honest. Well, let me be frank here. Well, all right. Well, let's be frank.
What up, Derek? What up, One Nation? Let's see. We got, who else is in here? A Nation in the house. Yuck in the house. What up? Let's see. Bakes a lot. What up? Arco. What up? Uh-oh. What up, Jamie? He said today's my birthday. Let's go.
Who's that, Jamie?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Jamie. Is that Cleveland Jamie, or is that a wafers or a pizza Jamie?
Where the hell?
Cleveland.
Yeah, I think he is in Cleveland. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's the Browns, Jamie. How about that?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I was just Cleveland. Better than saying Rum Boys, Jamie. I'll say that much.
Antonio, what up? Yeah, he might take offense to that now.
I know. Whatever happened. Well, actually, I don't need to know what happened. It happened. Same thing that always happens with that guy.
Magic Man, what up?
Disney Junior. Magic. Well, for my next trick, I will make this beer disappear into the guttery. Oh, yeah. Nothing like a good breakfast beer. What?
Yeah.
I already had a whole entire breakfast and everything, too. I don't understand. I'm a ninja. I can do several things in a room full of a dozen people sleeping. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Not my girl. I'm like, you're putting on foundation and you're contouring and you're doing you're doing some fucking fucking eyeshadow and shit. How the fuck is that loud? It wakes the baby up. I'm just saying. It's crazy. Whitman's crazy, bro. She got this one thing. I don't know if it's concealer or something, but then she has a machine She pulls it out, she just, it like dries it.
So it's all loud.
I'm like, yo, this is crazy, bro.
Oh man. All right. And do not forget, guys, we got multiple things going on right now. Like the squares, don't miss out on those. There's like literally only a handful left right now. But we're gonna have every Thursday game, every Sunday game, every Monday game, and then I'm gonna always figure out some kind of game. You know, it'll be some kind of game of the week that we're picking for Sunday during the day as well. And then we got the box break going down on Saturday. I haven't been talking about it too much. It's switching from Wednesday to Saturday. So we got a couple teams taken so far. We're going to be doing a 2022 Don Russ. We're going to be doing a 2022 Don Russ Elite and a 2023 Chronicles draft pick. There we go. $10 per team. Lock it in.
And this is for a Chronicles thing? Oh, yeah. What's that one? The Don Russ?
Yeah.
Okay.
Silky Johnson. What up, Mike Joseph? What up?
Top of the morning, Mike Joseph.
Let's see. Robert in the house.
An announcement to make. Okay. I got a new release.
Yeah. What up,
it only took me damn near fucking the beginning of the year because they kept fucking not letting me clear the sample. And then in true Bogard fashion, I stayed relentless. Because sometimes that'll happen. Like they'll just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But sometimes it's even, I would imagine it's even whoever owns that sample. They just wasn't allowing it. They let me this time. Hey, look it up. Bogard Scott free. Cheers.
There we
on
go.
all streaming platforms. Let's go. Official. I'm gonna drop the Playmakers joint too. Kev was like, yo, that Playmaker shit, I forgot about that one. I'm like, you know what? Somebody was just telling me not the other day too. Was like, man, you should drop that Playmakers joint. That shit's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just forget about them. It's just it's the intro song, but it's an actual song.
And if you guys are on Facebook, we read out the questions, but make sure you get over to YouTube because it doesn't like put your name in or anything like that. So we got a mystery Facebook user over here said, I have Cup and Jonathan Taylor hanging out on my bench. Should I trade them, package them up for a running back or wide receiver? No one's going to give you much right now, so it's probably the worst time to trade them away. I know I'm assuming this is from the Dynasty group, so maybe you could get, 75 cents on the dollar, 50 cents on the dollar, but
maybe you could look and see if there's a Van Jefferson or a Zach Moss and maybe put a little Band-Aid on it for now.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know, right? Some of those dynasty leagues that aren't like super shallow benches, super deep benches, they might be floating around out there.
Yeah. And let's see. Robert, he said, and let me see. Did we get Frank in here? Frank, come back and let me know if you're in here. We'll answer those questions. And Robert said, I got Gibbs and Monty. Do I start Walker and Akers over Monty? Superflex leagues also start.
I would start Monty over Gibbs. How about
that? Let's see. And then
I'll play Gibbs and Monty even.
Who's BGA Rob? Is that Bijan Robinson? I'm assuming Brian Robinson. I don't know. Because he said, starting BGA Robinson also is Sky Moore a valuable play.
The G's right next to the J, right?
Kind of.
Okay, I guess not really. Now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean, two letters over.
You gotta have like a big fat finger. You know what I mean?
So I would be inclined to start Walker over Gibbs for week 1. I just feel like right out the gate, it's going to be Monty getting more touches. And they already said goal line touches. So those are the money touches that we want.
And I quote Jamal Williams' rule. Give it to me.
What up, stranger? What up?
What up, stranger? My mom always told me, let's talk, strangers.
There we go. Marco and Marcus in the house. What up? And Clock in the house. What up?
What up, Clock?
All right, there goes Frank. Let's see. He had a couple questions. Let's jump back to it.
Okay, let's be frank.
Pick 3 out of Javonte, McKinnon, Brian Robinson, Marquise Brown. I'm going to go the first
Marquise Brown, McKinnon, and Brian Robinson.
Yeah, so we're different on the Javonte and Marquise Brown.
Oh, you like Javonte? You like him
over Marquise Brown? Like, I mean, Josh Dobbs, like week 1. Like, I mean, I don't know. I want to see something, at least a little bit. Like, if they roll Javonte out there, I'm assuming it's at worst a 50-50 split, but I still think he's going to be the goal line guy over P. Ryan.
Yeah, I think there's some pepper action. I think like the Cardinals throw like 40 times. Yeah, in a losing effort.
If they can stay on the field for 40 plays.
Yeah, that is true. Okay. All right, I got it. They throw 15 times.
But it's all to him. And see, like, if we knew even that, like they were going to throw 20 times, but 75% is going to Marquise Brown. I'm all in on it. But for right now, just for right this second, I just don't want to mess with it week 1. I really don't want to play Javonte either. Like, this is like between a rock and a hard place type players. And Frank said for a flex spot, Rachaad White, Gibson, Tony, or Swift. I'm on the Gibson train. Just one.
Rachaad White.
All right. Let's see.
And
Frank said if Kelsey sits, should I play Pacheco, Pitts, Addison?
Pacheco.
Yeah.
And if you have to play a tight end, then it's Pitts. You know what I mean? And my next question: why do you have Kelsey and Pitts? He might be
Pitts
like.
I mean, Pitts was like
loving it now, huh?
Maybe. I mean, Pitts was hella cheap. Like, I mean, some of these leagues, I mean, we saw him going 8th, 9th, 10th round, like single like shit. So it's hella late. And last one from Frank here. He said pick 2 out of Ridley, Cooper, and Dodson.
Well,
1 and 3.
obviously,
it sucks because it's going to be
really 1 and 2.
Yeah, I want to play Dodson here, but yeah, it's got to be Ridley and Cooper, unless we get the news that Terry McLaurin is completely out. But then it also still makes me a little bit nervous that Dodson's like the number 1 guy and he's going to be getting the number 1 coverage on the D. 1 and 2.
But I mean, yeah, I'm not really worried about those corners though, right?
I mean, they're solid. It ain't Byron Murphy anymore, but I mean, they do have solid corners though. Not shutdown corners, but solid.
I'll still pick on them. But I'm probably like, I think right now the Bengals corners could be just as bad too, right now. You know what I mean? And that's who Cooper's playing, right? Yeah. The Browns play the Bengals?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm hella far. Do I have to yell?
No.
No? Okay, cool.
Am I really far right now? No.
Hey, yesterday I was off the Molly mushroom thing's pretty tough, bro, and my depth perception was crazy. I went to go like reach for the door. I was like, I'm 10 feet away. I was like, damn, these mushrooms are good. I went down like trying to hold the door, and I'm like, oh, wait a second, I'm way over here. Like, that shit was crazy. Trying to walk off the curb. I just like, oh my God, I'm gonna fall. I'm like, oh,
you were like, you remember Fear and Loathing when they're on the fucking the what's called the merry-go-round inside Circus?
Oh, inside the casino.
And he's like trying to like take the step off, but he's so nervous, and it's like it's not even a step down. It's just you got to step onto the floor that's moving, I guess, because what he's on is not moving, right?
Yeah, but see, that's the thing too, right? It's because what he's on. It's all in his head, right? Like
yeah, and then so fun. And then Johnny Depp just pushes his ass off. All right, you made it off. Come on, get up.
Oh, so me and my man Matty Law, right? Shout out to Matty Law. Matty's crazy because anywhere he goes, he finds like good folks. You know what I'm saying? So one time he's like, "Hey, we're gonna go to this party." I said, "Word, let's go." We go to some parties, a bunch of white folks and shit, turning up to the max. Motherfuckers is giving out sheets of acid and shit. Yeah. And so we're frying pretty good. And there's, they got a little dance floor thing going. You know what I'm saying? And they got the music and shit. And there's this guy there, but he's just like this. Just standing like this, man. And then people like bumping into him on the dance floor and shit. And then I'm like, hey, bro, what's up with bruh? Oh, he thinks he's a glass of orange juice.
Oh, what?
Now I gotta talk to this guy. I go up to him, hey, what's up, man? What's up? And he's frying his brains out, man. And I'm like, hey, you really a glass of orange juice? Yup. And like, listen, it comes to a point. I don't know what song it was. It was something rowdy though, and everyone's going crazy. Hey, hey, hey. And they got to hit him. Oh, he falls over, bro. But when he topples, he stays stiff. He's a glass of OJ. And you just hear him screaming bloody murder. No! Because in his mind, he was spilling all over the place.
He's leaking out everywhere.
He's just, ah. And then, you know, motherfuckers just stepping over him. Like, just stepping over him on the dance floor. He was just stiff. And he thought he died, bro.
Oh, man. Let's knock out some of these questions. We got a handful in here. And Derek said, what the fuck? Oh, man. All right. Let me see. Mystery Facebook user. Anyone who's on Facebook, jump over to YouTube 420 Fantasy Hustler or Fantasy Football Hustler. Or if you want to get funky, jump over to our channel, the Fantasy Football Funk. We're live in all places. And so mystery Facebook user, pick 2. Walker, Akers, Dobbins, or Swift. It's not Swift. We're getting him out of there. I'll go Walker and Dobbins for week 1, but I feel like Akers is going to be a sneaky play. And you think Gray is worth playing with Kelsey out? Not really. But you know, if you have a lack of spots, you know, go for it. But I wouldn't want to. How about this? Every league that I have Kelsey in, I will not be playing Noah Gray if Kelsey doesn't play.
I might throw him out there in the Reckless Size League.
Marcus said, yo, Tyler Lockett or Ken Walker, full PPR.
Walker.
Yeah, Ken Walker, but it's close, though. And Bake said, better not be eating cereal before a breakfast beer. That sounds like a bad time.
Yeah, I don't do cereal. Not anymore.
Marco, you hear what we said? You hear what Bogey said earlier about Travis Kelce, how he was in the walkthrough, but that was kind of it.
I mean, he was like, yeah, it was like a workout. I shouldn't have said walkthrough. It was more like a workout, or it was a workout.
Axel said, I'm assuming that's David Montgomery or Samaji. Montgomery.
Monty.
Let's see. Clock said, I finally got my homes in the draft last night. Was that the SBI?
Yep.
What up, Brad? Brad McCoy.
I was hoping he would do something else. I'm like, CMC, come on, do it.
And shout out to Brad on Twitch. He said, Lions win today, 35-31. Book it. I remember you saying this. All right.
Okay. I mean, I'm going to stick to what I said. I like the Lions to cover that number, and I liked it at -6. Or now they are -4.5. Damn, that's a lot of respect for Kelsey. And I guess Chris Jones too, right?
Yeah. And Derek, thanks for showing love on Twitch. If you guys aren't on Twitch, get over there and hit the follow button and do yourself a favor and go ahead and subscribe. Use your Amazon Prime account and you can subscribe for free.
Okay. I had a
hold on. Let's keep it going. Because we're like 10 minutes behind on these questions. We got Kirk or Connor for the flex.
Connor.
Yep. Same. Big BS. Who would you rather roster as an RB4? Javonte, Rashad White. Javonte, but I don't want to drop like Rashad White though.
It would be Rashad White because I think he actually gets majority of the workload.
Hunter Johnson, T. Higgins, or Jahmyr Gibbs? Higgins. And what up, AJ? He said if Kelsey doesn't go as MVS, a sneaky play. You know what? It's very sneaky. It might almost be too sneaky.
Yeah, I mean, like, because the next question we're about to have is like, is Kadarius Toney a sneaky play?
Here we go.
Sheed Rice.
Marco,
I mean, those 3 guys I feel like are just gonna Justin Ross. I mean, 4 of them.
And Marco said is Sky Moore a startable option? I feel like that's the only startable, like the one where I'll be like, yeah, go ahead and start him. But Noah Gray and MVS and everybody else Bogey just said right there, those are straight dart throws on a Thursday.
Yeah.
One of them might hit. I mean,
one of them might catch a big one.
I mean, we've seen Mahomes do crazy shit. All of them could catch a touchdown. But if they only had one catch for the touchdown and that's it, I wouldn't be surprised.
And that would so be a Kadarius Toney stat line.
One catch, one touchdown.
35 yards or so.
Maybe not even that. And
Flip him right after that.
Hey, Tomas, shout out to Panama. What up? He said flex Brees, A-Chain, Elijah Moore, or JSN. This week it would be Brees. Ooh, yeah. It's Brees for me, but I want Elijah Moore to be a real big thing with Watson. We want it.
I'll go with you on Brees on a Monday. We just gotta fully be aware that like he's gonna be sharing all year to start this year.
Yeah. Let's see. Raptor Bite on Twitch. Should I trade Joe Burrow for Bijan in a dynasty? If it's super flex, no. Single QB, yeah.
Single QB, I'm not doing that neither. Man, Joe Burrow can last you for a long time. Bijan might you know what I mean? I mean, look at what we're talking about with Brees Hall right now.
It's true.
You know what I mean? You just never know with running backs. I would stay with Mighty Joe Young right there.
Tomas said stream tight end Dulcich or Ferguson. Why is everybody asking about Ferguson? Like it's
I know why.
Because they think Kellen Moore's still there?
No. It's not Kellen Moore, you're correct. But the history of Dak versus the Giants, it's fucking insane. You can even Google it. Like this guy, in his last 3 games against the Giants, I think the tight end position got over 300 yards, 3.5 touchdowns. It's crazy. A fucking 11 targets a game. I don't know if it changes this year.
I'm not buying into that shit with what's his name, McCarthy. It ain't Kellen.
Yeah,
Moore.
you ain't lying with McCarthy. And I will say this though, this is crazy because I had to look this up too. In six of the last 7 seasons, right? Dak Prescott's his second leader in targets is the tight end position.
For sure.
6 out of the last 7 seasons.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But now you have Mike McCarthy where it's I guess there was a Jimmy Graham year.
But even then, it wasn't
Jermichael Finley. There was a Jermichael Finley year.
I mean, if anything, people can hang on to that Robert Tonyan, that one single year, right?
But that was Matt LaFleur.
Okay, yeah. Oh, was that the first year with LaFleur?
That was 2020.
Okay, so not the first year, but
second year.
Yeah, see, that's what I don't want it with and Ferguson. Come on, man! It was already when it was Dalton Schultz. We're already he's already a third stringer, and only because of what's his name getting hurt. You know, I don't know. I'm not messing with it.
I will say this: Ferguson is a cool name, though. You never really meet too many Fergusons. You have to call him Ferg for sure.
What up, AJ? He said, Mostert, JSN, or Juju? Pick one. I'll go Juju week 1.
Juju.
Robert said, Falcons, B-Rob, Akers, Walker, and Monty. Nice. Okay.
I like it. Nasty.
Yeah. Bijan. Who is this? Mystery Facebook user. Make sure you get over to YouTube. 420 Fantasy Hustler, Fantasy Football Hustler. Come over here and subscribe. And let me see. What is the question here? Rashad White, Madison, or Dodson at the flex? I hate Madison, and I'm going to curve it, and I'm just going to go Dodson.
Madison.
And just remember, I hate Madison, so always take the Madison questions with a grain of salt on my end.
Yeah, Madison versus who are they playing again? New Orleans.
Let me see.
Yeah, they are playing
the Bucks.
Oh yeah. I almost want to say Rashad White and just run all the fuck over, run all over Minnesota, but
Marco said, "Should I start anal zone? Get in the zone."
The anal zone.
Levante David, Logan Wilson, Nakobe Dean Warner, my other options. Nah. Leave anal zone on the bench, and we'll tackle this question, sometime before Sunday. Leave anal zone on the bench though.
I'll take Nakobe Dean or what was the other? He had another phenomenal option there.
Pete Warner.
Pete Warner. All those last three he said, and Logan Wilson too.
That's what I'm saying. Like anal zone, just not week one. Might not even have a lot of rushing in this game. So, and Peacock said, "What up?" He said in a video, Dispo, I can't hear, but I'm watching. So I'm gonna throw the captions on. Peacock, you the man. Let's see if it captions the What up, Alex? He said Pacheco or Mostert? Pacheco.
Yep, give me my man Isaiah P.
Stranger said Hunter Higgins is a division game and they usually low scoring AFC North. He said,
I don't know, man. Shit, you got the crystal ball?
Now, Stranger's the man.
It might have used to be lower scoring, but man, they're about to have the best division in the game.
Yeah,
the AFC North.
Jamie said start 2, Najee, Deontay, Monty, Gibson. Yeah, he said Deontay faces Charvarius Ward. I mean, it's not like Ward's a shutdown corner. He's going to get a lot.
And Deontay's going to be in the slot more.
Man, see, this one's tough because, like, default, I just don't want to sit Najee paid up for him. 49ers, I mean, they are a great defense, but let's see. Nick Bosa literally hasn't been there until, today? Maybe yesterday. Maybe that messes up, some continuity on the defensive line just for 1 or 2 games. If anything, maybe not.
Najee got a safe floor in targets too, so I think that'll save him if he can't get going on the ground. You know what I mean?
Who would be the other one though? I feel like I want to go Monty.
For me, if I have to choose 2, it's Monty and Deontay Johnson, and that's pretty fucking easy. Because it sucks that you know what I mean, that you have these choices. It sounds like a 10-team league. It happens. It's also don't get too cute, right? Like Monty is a solid play. Najee is an all right play if you're just looking at the matchups, but still week 1. I want, and if I am going to play it like we're deep into the season, give me Deontay and David Montgomery.
Peacock said time to replace Kelsey in 5 leagues. What happened? I didn't get any news. Is it official?
I think he's just finally coming to terms with it. That was me this morning.
Ooh, okay. Shaq Leonard. He ditches that Q right next to his name. Has the official healthy tag for the first time.
Right. He cleared the concussion protocols.
Yeah. And they said earlier in the week, what was that, Monday or Tuesday, that he was progressing through concussion protocols.
Yeah, remember, it's the 5-day thing. This shit happened
last week. Yeah, last week sometime.
Yeah, good shit, man. Let's go, the maniac.
I got a lot of Shaq Leonard because he's just going so late. And what's crazy is I got a lot of Jordan Brooks, and Jordan Brooks ditched the healthy or the questionable tag yesterday. I totally forgot to mention that.
Okay, question. He plays, right? Is he on a snap count?
Fuck no. Why would they let him play and then be on the snap count?
Because he's just coming back from an ACL. That's why.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if they were going to limit him, why wouldn't they just keep him out? They got B-Wags over there now.
You want a waffle? Okay, sit down there.
Let's see. Antonio said Mostert or Goddard tight end premium. Mostert's a little safer. I'm probably going to roll Mostert, but it's close. It's close. I can go either way on that one.
I will say the Patriots last year and the year prior, they were one of the worst against the tight end. But it was weird because no one really fucked with them with the tight end, right? So when they did, they were giving up receptions and tugs. But it was very minimal, so it's skewed. So,
yeah.
Dallas Goedert's playing week 1.
What up, One Nation? So which DBs are you starting out of these 3? Forrest, Justin Reed, or Blankenship? Probably Reed.
And Forrest. No, Blankenship, and Forrest. I would look for Mike Edwards, too. I think Justin Reed, he's not the guy you want. I think it would be Mike Edwards.
It's Reed Blankenship, not Justin. Wait. You're talking Justin Reed, or you said?
Yeah, Justin Reed. Yeah, I don't want I'd rather have Mike Edwards and Justin Reed on the Chiefs is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Well, Mike Edwards, they're bringing over from the Bucs. He's going to be that box safety. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we're looking for a big greasy pick from a Reed or something. He's not really gonna come down to the box.
And let's see who they have at what. Yes, the Chiefs have Mike Edwards listed as a backup. Like they paid Justin.
Oh, he ain't even starting? That's crazy.
They have him listed as a backup on there with their official depth chart. Yeah, I'm going Justin Reed. I just think there's going to be so much throwing going on.
Yeah, I mean, now that you put it like that, I mean, I'll take the Reeds. Because Forrest, I mean, it sucks, man. They bring in that other guy, the kid, Jamartin. No, Jartavius. Jartavius Martin. That's what it is.
Yeah.
What is that? Go ahead.
Oh yeah. All right, Bakes a lot. Got the squares that you just threw in. Appreciate you, bro. All right, locked in. There's only 12 squares left. So if you guys want to get in on the action for game number 1, you better get over to the website, gridirongames.com. If you've already logged in there, everything should be saved. If you haven't, send me a message so I can give you the specific link to get into the pool. Hey, shout out to Sad Machine Inc. What up? 420. Let's smoke it up.
It's okay, Sad Machine. Cheer up now. It's going to be all right.
Random Facebook user, Debo White or Sanders? Debo. And random Facebook user, MVS is going to ball tonight, bro. He'll have about 7 targets. Man, I would bet $100 that he will not have 7 targets. I would throw money on the under on that, like for sure.
I don't even think he's got 7 targets ever in a game in his career.
Someone fact check that because I think Bogey's right about that.
Yeah, because that's funny.
Raptor, he said, should I trade Trevor Lawrence for Bijan Robinson? Got to give more context. Is this a dynasty?
You think I got Trevor Lawrence? Hold on, he has Trevor Lawrence and Joe Burrow. Okay, fine. Pick one.
No, I don't know. I don't know. He said it's a super flex. Okay, he said, okay, super flex. So you have Joe Burrow and Trevor Lawrence, and you're trying to move one of them? Man, just lock it in, man, with those two. Figure out a different way to make this trade. Don't trade one of your big dog quarterbacks. And Marco said Dotson, Wandale, Addison, Sky, Crooks, Tank Dell, Jalen Reed, start 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Does Marcus play like 20-man leagues, like only?
I don't know.
All his questions are like this. He's a savage.
Yeah, I'm starting. I mean, this isn't even that hard, though. I'm starting Dotson, Sky Moore, and Crooks, a.k.a. Cooks. I'm assuming you're talking about Brandon Cooks.
Yep, give it to me.
Yo, what up, Austin?
What's happening?
And Austin said, pick 1, full PPR, Kirk, Monty, Raheem. Monty.
Yep.
There we go. And Yuck, he said, back again. He said, they're working me today. Man, I feel it, bro. And he said, what do we think on IDP Chris Jones as the last pick? I mean, I'm not really super excited on him either way. I mean, he's an interior defensive lineman. He didn't really get a lot of tackles to go along with those sacks. So
I don't know, have fun with it and go like Jalen Carter or something. Like maybe, you know what's crazy? This morning, I'm fine. Like probably one of the first times I clicked in the IDP live, like all the stuff we did in Vegas.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I know I drafted Quinnen Williams somewhere and I don't have him anywhere in there. I'm like trying to remember. I'm like, damn, I was loaded.
And let's see. Tino said, mystery face dudes, reveal yourself on YouTube. And Austin said, would you drop Ferguson for Laporta? I would grab someone different. Is Gerald Everett there? Is Logan Thomas there? Is Hunter Henry there? I'd grab all those guys over Laporta. Yeah, Higbee. Would grab all of them over Laporta. Let's see. Sebastian, what up? Full PPR. Rashad, Najee, B-Rob, Javante, Mustard. I mean, it's Najee, man. Like, come on. You didn't draft Najee that high to, like, sit him for Rashad White or Javante or Mostert on week 1. Marco, would you start Adrian Amos? Probably not.
Nope.
He's worth rostering right now. And we got a dynasty question. Dynasty single QB, trade away Gibbs, Dotson, a 24 third for Eckler, Pittman. Eckler, Pittman, 24 second, 24 third. If there's no QBs in the question, you don't really have to mention the one QB, so I'll just mention that. Just like if it's a question for QBs, you don't have to mention if it's PPR. I know people love doing that, though. I don't like Pittman. I do like getting Eckler.
I'm on the side that's sending Pittman and all that.
Yeah.
I'm on that side where I'm sending that away.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like, I don't want that shit. I don't want to be on the other side bringing over.
It's kind of whatever to me anyways. Like, I don't really, I just don't like the looks of this trade. You're trading a running back and a wide receiver for a running back and a wide receiver. So, like, anybody who does these trades, I'm always going to say, if you want to cheer for the guys that you're trading for, just go ahead, because this very, very lateral trade, I mean, Eckler is going to be better for this year. Gibbs is way better for the future. Dotson's better for the future than Pittman, and probably going to be better for this year than Pittman. And those, I mean, you're getting 2 picks on the Eckler side for 1 pick on the Gibbs side. Like, I don't know. This trade just screams blah all around to me. It needs to be reworked.
If I'm giving up Dotson and Gibbs, I want like all kind of first rounds and shit. You don't give me that second round with Pittman and shit like that. That's just ugly.
And who's this? Zeb over on Facebook. He said start Brees Hall or James Cook. So I just got an update right now that said that that Dalvin Cook is 100% healthy and ready to go and will have 0 limitations on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, and you know what they say about Brees? That he will be sharing with Dalvin Cook because Brees has limitations.
Yeah. So I kind of feel like I want James Cook just in this first week because he's going to get it all. And, like, I feel like as Brees goes on, like, more and more games, there's going to be, there's going to be an increase, but might be ugly in the first couple games. They might just give it more to Dalvin.
I think I see nasty pass rush from the Jets. That ball's coming out quick. That check down is real for James Cook.
Strangers that have had a few bone bruises. Depending on where they are, those damn things can take months and months to heal. For sure, like, I mean, to heal like 100%. But a guy like Travis Kelce, he would not wait to be 100% before he gets back in the game. It's a pain tolerant type of thing.
The motherfuckers play. I mean, bone bruise, bone contusion, the fancy word for it. I mean, that shit pops up all the fucking time. Those guys play on that shit all year, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, his brother, Jason Kelce, he said he didn't miss 1 game when he had the same exact injury. A little bit of a difference, in position, but still. Pain tolerance is going to be like the most thing about it. And Marco said Ertz or McBride. Neither. I don't even want to answer that question. Pick somebody else. Gerald Everett, Logan Thomas, Hunter Henry. Go get any of those guys. Stranger said my most recent bone bruise was a grow room related injury. Like it just shit just on like a metal table that was just like knee high. That would suck.
A motherfucking shin, man, the shin joint.
Damn, what Raptor said trade now. It's changed. It's morphed into Danny Pesos and Trevor Lawrence for Bijan. Man, that's just, you're going in the wrong direction.
Is that me on the other side?
It is. He said it was super flex.
Just give up the title already.
Don't do it.
I'm the other guy. Whoever's getting the QBs, I'm that guy.
Don't do it. What up, Facebook user? Deontay Johnson or Miles Sanders in the flex? I'll go DJ week 1.
Yo, give me Deontay.
And Marco wants me to Marco, I will never make a bet that makes me not smoke weed. Okay. Like, this is why I don't have a traditional job. This is why I do things like this, because I want to be able to do whatever the fuck I want to do whenever I want to do it, and that includes smoke weed. So no, I'm not going to do it.
I know my actual day job is I work in the cannabis industry. It would just be like, what would I be not smoking?
And trust me, you guys don't want my answers if I'm not smoking. Like when I smoke weed, it makes everything, it slows down the process. Slows down the process. That's what we want. Titan said 2 questions, single QB league. Tua or Kirky Kirk? And then Jamal, give me the ball, Williams or Gibbs? Tua, Jamal, week 1. Yep. Uh-oh, Buster, what up? He said I traded Ken Walker for Jalen Waddle. Thoughts? I like it.
You win.
Boom. Hold on.
Hopefully it's a PPR.
Ding. Let's give him a ding.
Yeah, give him a
right.
ding. Good shit.
Hey, shout out to our man Peacock. Back at it. Zeb said Mac Daddy Jones or Tannehill. Man, not Tannehill.
Give me the Mac.
Yeah.
Give me McCorkle.
And Sebastian said, tab the darn likes. As I smash the darn likes, smash it.
You're goddamn right.
Freezer Burns. What up? I like it. Trade JT for Madison. If you're getting Madison, do that in a New York minute. I hate Madison, but get JT off of your team. If you can get something comparable like that, I'm for it.
Yeah, why not? I mean, you might even be able to get Madison plus a bench guy.
This redraft, I'm assuming.
Yeah, for sure.
And Zeb said Garrett Wilson and Fields for a 2024 and a 2024 fourth for Swift. Debo, Higgins, man. I don't know. Like, see, like, I hate trades like this. Like, are you giving up Garrett Wilson? If so, it's already a no to like everything. Like, why would you give up Garrett Wilson? And then the scoring, like, why would you give up Fields? Like, depending on the scoring. Like, I realize you're getting back Debo and Higgins. I mean, Swift is whatever. That second, I'm assuming it's offense only, so that second's probably going to be trash unless it's like a super high second. I'm not doing this. This is like trading 2 50-cent pieces for a hell of a lot of quarters. Fuck that.
Okay. What if it was like one of those Sacagawea joints? You know what I'm talking about? Those gold ones, like a shiny-ass one, too.
If it's a gold doubloon, man, that like
I said Sacagawea.
Like Higgins is the only one out of these guys that I really want for Dynasty. I don't want Swift for Dynasty. I'm not clamoring to get a Debo in Dynasty. You're trading away Garrett Wilson, who like this year is what? He's being drafted as a top 6 or 7 guy. If he booms even a little bit with Aaron Rodgers, he's going to be a top 3 drafted wide receiver next year.
I found the new way to love on Debo. Pause. He's the high-end WR2 with WR3 scat back isms thrown in the mix.
Yeah. And Yuck said I got Bijan in the super flex.
RB3, my bad.
And Buster said my team is Lamar, Jacobs, Pollard, Jefferson, Kirk, Hawkinson, Walker in the flex, Waddle. Now Waddle on the flex, benches Kamara, Evans, Ayuk, Williams, Prescott, Jamal, Mitchell. Good. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty solid.
Yeah.
I would have traded Pollard for Waddle plus is what I would have done and kept Walker. And let's see. Yeah, Sebastian knows. He said the weed be letting you know. Oh, yeah.
Smoke weed every day.
Stranger said Hustle Grow injury was BB size foot bone that got pushed in between 2 larger bones while squatting, and it popped like a zit as I stood up. Ouch. Ouch. Hey, Jay Leaving in the house. What up?
What up, Jay Leaving?
Marco said Everett or Hunter Henry. For week 1, it will be Everett.
Everett in the shootout.
And Peacock said Christmas in September. Yes, sir. And Texan Stevie said Happy New Year, fuckers. Hell yeah. This is like day 1 of the new year. All right.
Hey, get out of that drawer.
Peacock said Christmas in September. Freezer Burns, yes, sir. Mo Diesel said start 2, half PPR, Osborne, Juju, Warren, MVP, but I'm assuming MVS. A Chain. He said he lost Cup. That sucks. It's the first 2 for me. It's Osborne and Juju. I know Addison's going to be the guy, but I bet you even Justin Jefferson took 3 games before he broke out in the NFL.
It's Juju and Warren for me.
Juju and who?
Warren. Jalen Warren.
All right. Let's see. Texan Stevie said, is George Brittle playing week 1 or should I drop his ass? You definitely shouldn't drop his ass, but he might not be playing week 1.
Yeah, don't drop him, but I don't think he's playing.
And Brandon said half PPR redraft week 1, Ayuk or Kirk. I'll go Ayuk.
Yep, Ayuk him.
Let's see. And Austin said Kelsey owners dodged a bullet. Hyperextensions are scary, man. Yeah, for sure. Definitely. We got no ligament damage or nothing like that. And yeah, worst case, maybe Kelsey misses 1 or 2 games.
I mean, let's be honest here though. Getting shot might not be so bad. Look at Brian Robinson. You know what I mean? He didn't miss that much time. You know what I mean? Might have caught a bullet in the bubble goose.
Yucks, I think Kirk's taking a hit this season with Ridley there. He for sure is.
Yeah, obviously.
I don't think that he's going to drop as far as last year he was wide receiver 12. So, I mean, yeah, he's going to drop significantly. But I still think he's going to be a wide receiver 2, though.
I don't.
I mean, wide receiver 2 is the top 24. A lot of sneaky guys will be getting in there. And Zeb said 32-man league, CJ Uzama or John Bates. Fuck. Just close your eyes and point at him and boop, whichever one. Because
John Bates he's literally 3rd on the depth chart, and I love some John Bates. He's actually flashed before. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's not just like some guy on the roster. He actually could play, but yeah, he's still a young tight end, and he can't. And in the new system, he's 3rd.
This is why if you play in crazy ass leagues, I mean, I don't even care. Even if it's a 12-team plus, I hate having a tight end spot. It should be changed to a flex. Tight end premium should be in the mix if possible. Yeah, like a 32-man league with the tight end spot is hella goofy. Because you're like, how many people are in your situation where they're starting like trash like this and you're going to catch a loss, because you got to start CJ Uzama or John Bates. Like we have a 32-team league as well, and nobody's starting anywhere close to a Uzama or John Bates, even, with how thin our teams are. Dennis in the house. What up? What up?
What up?
All is fucking here. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go to war, Dennis.
Emil said, Hush, you doing a watch party for the game tonight? Does the bear shit in the woods and wipe his ass with the white fluffy rabbit? The answer is yes. It's always yes.
Feel sorry for the white ones, huh? They're finally getting what's coming to them. White rabbits.
Texas TV, is Sam Darnold opening up for San Francisco? Not yet. Not yet.
I mean, what's sad is I'd rather have Davis Mills open up for me if I was a Texans fan.
Brandon, what up? He said 420 friendly here from Cali. Wanted to say y'all are lit. Hell yeah. He said happy I subscribed. We're here all the time. All the time.
Yeah, and I got the fucking joint blocker right here. If only you could go back to sleep. I'm cock blocking the weed right now.
And Facebook user Tony or B Hall in the flex. Week 1, I'm going Brees.
I'm gonna go Brees. Is it Kadarius?
It's Tony with the EY.
Yeah, I'll go Brees.
And Austin said, man, I can't believe we're back. I know, right? Like we've been drafting since the day after the Super Bowl. And we've done so many drafts. Me, just myself personally, I've done over 100. I've done over 120 drafts for teams. And how many, I don't even know how many mock drafts we did this offseason. 100 maybe. What up, Rick? He said, yo, Hustler, been a minute. Glad you're back, bro. He said, pick 2 out of Hollywood Brown, Antonio Gibson, and Rashad White. I'm passing on Hollywood.
Hollywood and White for me.
Ooh. You hate
Yes.
Gibson.
We got the same exact question already earlier.
Maybe. I'm going Gibson and Rashad White.
Yeah, I'm going White and Hollywood.
And Marco said, okay, Pacheco, Deion Jackson, or throw it in again. I don't know what
Pacheco.
Marco, throw this in again, Marco, because it's cutting off 2 people's names here. But Pacheco's for sure in. I don't know what Rodriguez, and I don't know what the first one is here.
It probably maybe he's talking Chris Rodriguez because it's grouped up with the running backs right there.
And he put Singletary and Zamir White in there as well.
Yeah, and it'd probably be Singletary if I had to choose a second running back option there out of the options you got. Marco, are you in 24-man leagues? Because then your team's hella tight. You're in a 24-man league, but that shit, your team's tight.
What the hell? Oh, man. The 32-man league is crazy, bro. The guy he's playing has Trey Lance starting since he doesn't have another QB. Whack. See, in our 32-team league, you don't have to start a QB. It's optional, but you can only roster 1 QB as well.
I'd rather put Taysom Hill in there than Trey Lance, I promise you.
Yeah, I mean, anybody in the Trey Lance is getting 0 points, literally anybody other than him.
No Wildcat.
Yeah. And what up, Crispy? He said Komet or Smith Shitter or Schultz if Kelsey sits. Schultz. Juju.
Yeah, Juju for me.
Yeah. What up, Zach? He said start 2, bench 1, Damian Pierce, James Cook, Raheem Mostert. Well, of course, if we're starting 2, we're benching 1. So I'm going to bench Mostert out of the 3. Let's see.
Hear you.
And Yuck said the origin story of the killer rabbit. And Sebastian said, any low-hanging fruit prop bets tonight? Well, here's what sucks is I use BetMGM because I'm in Vegas. Let me go see if they added any player prop bets because the only
what's the under over on passing yards for Jared Goff? I don't know how much they respect him. I might like the over.
That's what I'm saying. What last time I checked on Tuesday, they didn't even have any props for the game.
Yeah, it's whack.
Let's see.
YouTube Cocomelon Animals Dance. That's the one you like.
Let's see.
Animals Dance. Let's all stand up. Let's move around.
Oh, actually, okay, never mind. They do have the prop bets now. Okay, so maybe they waited until today to get them on here. Let's see. We got Jared Goff. The over-under is 258 and a half. 258 and a half for Jared Goff. Passing TDs 1.5. INTs 0.5. Jared Goff rushing yards 3.5. Oh man. Passing attempts for Jared Goff 35.5.
Yeah,
Mahomes.
I thought they were gonna disrespect him and give him 240. I wanted to give him 250, but 258. It's all right, you fucking assholes.
Yeah. And what up, Devo? Any word on Waddle? Not yet. Not yet.
What's going on? Is he not practicing?
I mean, it's limited practice.
Yeah, he's straight. I mean, today, if he gets a full go, we don't need to worry about shit. And then we also have one more day for a full go tag, right? Because if you don't get it today, you get it tomorrow, we're all right.
Sam Laporta, 29.5. I'll take the under. Amon-Ra, 74.5.
I'll take the over.
Sky Moore, 45.5.
I'll take the over.
Yes, there's no low-hanging fruit on any of these because, none of them are.
And they're not giving us any Pachecos or any of the running backs love?
Nah. Well, on Gibbs, but just receiving yards. Oh, wait, here goes Pacheco. I guess I went over that. 51.5 rushing for Pacheco, 52.5 for Monty.
Huh.
Let's see.
Okay. I like the overs on those slightly. I think if they get 12 touches at 4 yards a clip, 4 and 6. Okay, that's not even there either. 15 totes on the ground, 4 yards a carry. 20. There it is. There it is. I'll take the over.
Yeah,
14 yards. How about this? 14 rush attempts each. 4 yards a clip on average. I'll take it. They're two bad run defenses.
Yeah.
Will they run? That's the thing, right?
Yeah, who knows?
Detroit will run a lot. Detroit, no one in the Chiefs is like, okay, let's keep Goffle off the field. They're doing that for sure with the Chiefs. You know what I mean? They're like, okay, we got to run this ball, keep Mahomes on the sideline. What? You want that one? Okay.
And Zeb said D-Hop, MT, or Marquise Brown. D-Hop for week 1.
Yep.
M. Dave, what up? He said, Hustle Gods, need 2. Flex PPR. Connor Pittman, Quentin Johnston, Brees Hall, Sky Moore. Connor Moore? Yeah, it's ugly. Facebook user said, Keeper, 12 team, number 5, Bateman or Jaden Reed?
Reed.
Yeah.
Don't fall for the bait, man. And as far as Bateman and even the last question, Pittman, I'm never going to choose those guys. If I'm wrong, so fucking be it. Fuck those guys. I'm just trying to warn y'all. Don't fall for the bait, man. And who's the Pitts, man? Don't do it.
Emil said, who's the better back in Washington, B-Rob or Gibbs? They're 1A and 1B. Like, I go back and forth. I really think it's going to be Gibbs right out of the gate, or Gibson. But there's going to be games where I bet they both have like 15 to 20 points. Like, it's going to happen a lot. Both going to get used a lot. Marco said James Cook, Pacheco, Deion Jackson. Oh, Rodriguez. Okay, that's what it is. So James Cook and Pacheco, first 2. And Crispy said, I'm about to hide everyone's messages so I can get mine answered. Crispy, what question did you ask? Did I not answer your question? What up, Johnny?
Just yell at us, Dad, and we'll answer it.
And Zeb said, Kyran Williams, Keontae Ingram, Noah Gray, De'Ami Brown. Man, it's like so early to be answering questions like this. Like
De'Ami Brown, if there's no Terry McLaurin.
Yeah.
It's the kid from the Rams would be the play.
Yeah, Kyran, yeah, you just hope that he's the guy. Like,
yeah, that catches a couple balls in the offense that never throws at the running back. Hey, we're gangsters.
Way too early for questions like this. And Super Cyan Vegan, what up? He said, what up, fellas? Game day tonight. Let's fucking go. James Conner, B-Rob. If that's Brian Robinson, I'm going Brian Robinson.
Yep.
And Peacock said, I can't wait to see my Texans get trampled in Baltimore on Sunday.
I like the reverse jinx. You know what they got going for them? They kind of don't know what to expect from the Texans. That you know, maybe they surprise them in the first half and they make some incredible halftime adjustments.
Wolfgang, what up? He said pick 2 for the flex for Brandon Cook, Sutton, Sky Moore. Brandon Cook, Sky Moore.
There it is.
Yuck said I'm a trade believer, but it's not happening this season. Yeah, I'm not a trade believer, and I don't think it's happening ever.
I have a theory they traded for Trey Lance just to have some type of leverage leverage against Prescott because he's been asking for an extension already or a restructuring and an extension on top of that.
Zeb said pick 1 PPR, Dalvin Cook, Damian Pierce, Deontay, Javonte. Come on, man. Damian Pierce. Like, not even close in here with these other guys.
I mean, you know what sucks? Damian Pierce, week 1, is one of those guys you say, well, he's one of my studs. I got to play him. Because he's playing Baltimore. You know?
They're gonna pound that rock, man. Like,
I got to.
Is he not gonna be a guy who's getting like 20 touches like a game? Like, I'm pretty sure we all think that. Can't sit guys like that.
Nope.
And Zeb said Tony tonight or Sutton? Sutton. Big BS. Pierce, London, Dotson. It would be Pierce, Dotson, London would be the way that I would rank those.
If there's no Terry McLaurin, it'd be Pierce. It'd be Dodson, Pierce, London.
And Dennis said it really sucks. Bateman is bad with him coming out of Minnesota. I had high hopes for him. Don't fall for the bait, man. What up, Rick? He said, what are your guys' thoughts on Debo this season? I was trying to avoid him. He fell really far to me, so I had to snag him. I mean, he should be solid. It's just going to be one of those, one of those things where, like, he may get left out of a couple games. Or, I mean, not literally left out of a couple games, but just left out of the action. There's going to be some of these San Fran games.
You might miss out on the fantasy party.
Yeah, there's going to be some of these games where San Fran's just kicking ass and they're doing a lot of running. And I don't know, like, why would Debo be involved in the run game in games where they're, like, ahead? Seems like he'd be more of, like, a change of pace, like, guy get in there trying to catch
the like a scat back. Right?
Yeah.
See what I did there?
Facebook user, London or Dotson in the flex? Dodson.
Well, obviously.
And what did Stranger say here? Dan, KC versus Detroit isn't on till midnight. What? Where are you at?
He's in Germany, right?
Oh, no.
No, this is Stranger. Like, yeah, what do you mean?
Midnight. So, 8, 9, 10.
But why?
Is he in the UK? Is he somewhere across the pond?
What? I thought Stranger was in fucking Oregon. Like, where the hell are you at?
I mean, did he go to Hawaii? Did he go to Australia? He's in Australia.
Well, he has to be somewhere in the future if it's not on until midnight. And Dennis said, Hush, you may not be a trade believer, but you are watching truther. Yeah, for sure. And Yuck said, what did he say? But talent's there since a couple seasons. Yes. Man, like we can go down a list of a whole bunch of talented players that like never equated into anything in the NFL. Like talent.
His name was Matt Barkley.
Like, does talent even matter when when it's year 3, people are like, I wonder if this kid's good or not still. Like, I mean, he's not showing his talent on the field. Sam Darnold beat him out in a QB competition. That is not good. And Jay Levin said, ultra frustration on my 12 team.
I refuse to believe it was a competition.
He said,
if
no one
is in it. There is no competition, bro. He's not. He can't compete. It doesn't qualify as a competition if he's in it.
And here's a big thing. Jay Levin, he said he's frustrated. His 12 team, nobody's coming off running backs. He said, what's the value of guys like backs like B-Rob, Gibson, even Swift? Well, it depends on how hurting your team is on running backs, because if your team's hurting, I'm making that value go up. But this is what I've been saying like all year. Like, it's nice to go like hella wide receiver and all that, but like if you need to make a trade, I don't know. Like, I mean, if you're trading out of desperation, probably going to be losing some trades. Just the way that it goes.
I would say just run it, bro. If you only got 2 running back spots, you got 3 running backs. Just hope they don't die, and I think you'll be okay. I'm going to safely assume he stacked at receivers. And if someone's trying to give you a running back, they're going to go straight to your top receiver. And then after that, they go to your next best receiver. And then but they're never going to come off their best running back. You know what I mean? Because if it's me on the other end, I'm like, I don't want to help you unless you're tremendously helping me in return. You know what I'm saying?
And why? I mean, I don't know if this is a startup or you're just talking about, dynasty you've been in. But like, why would anybody be trading running backs away like right this second unless you for sure know that you are packing it in and you're in a rebuild season? Like, a couple weeks in is going to be different. But right now, everyone should be trying to compete, like, unless your team just really, really sucks. And Charlie said, I accidentally dropped Christian Watson, so I picked up Sky Moore off the waiver wire. I got Lamb, Chase, Evans.
It sounds like he has remorse for dropping Christian Watson on purpose for Sky Moore, and I'm okay with it. Just try to get back Christian Watson. Like, just don't do that. You know what I mean? Pick up Sky Moore, yes, but don't just let go of Christian Watson.
And if it really was on accident, you should
tell the commissioner.
Yeah, you should have told the commissioner right away, because an accidental drop, if you get back to him, like right that second, within a couple minutes, like whatever, they should know that it's for real. It's not,
it's not drop
waiver remorse.
There you go, waiver remorse.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know what? This is how it would sound. Hey, Huss, it's me, Bogey. Accidentally dropped Christian Watson here. Would you grab Sky Moore? Well, you're gonna have to throw him back. I'll add Watson back, but don't think I'm gonna add him back and just gonna throw someone else back. Yeah. That's how the conversation would go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that move never happened.
Yep.
And M. Dave said Charbonnet or Gabe Davis, who to start this week?
Gabe Davis.
I hate Gabe Davis, but I'll start him over Charbonnet.
I love Gabe Davis.
I'll
never forget, Gabe. I'll never forget.
Okay, Stranger said he is in Oregon. Oh, he's not paying for Amazon. Free on that. Bro, you don't have to pay for Amazon, man. $30 a month. I get you hooked up with every single channel, every single game.
Hey, what's wrong with paying for Amazon? What is it, like $8?
Nah. Because I think you can only pay for the year.
Oh.
And it's like $130 or $120 or something for the year. Yeah, bro. Shoot me a message on.
I feel like we should kill someone.
Stranger, what do you have Facebook or Instagram or Twitter? All you got to do is hit me up over there, and I'll be able to. I could let you know how to pay, but I got to be able to message you. Everything for your login and all that. But $30 a month gets you every single channel, 100% of games, all pay-per-views, literally everything. $30 a month. All right. And Dennis said he's sending the money now for the streaming service. There we go. Got to make sure we don't.
Oh, it's been a month?
It's been a month already. There we go. And Yuck said, I don't think Watson gets a happy ending this year. Kirk Cousins' ass was low. Now he's a Viking. It may not be a happy ending, but he will be happy during the time of the time of the massage, and that'll be during the season.
I have a theory. Because he was being a good boy last year. That's why he played poorly. What did he do with the Browns last year? What? Oh, she gets crazy when it's a fucking ad.
Skip.
There you go, baby. You don't have to whoop the daddy's ass, okay? You don't have to whoop the daddy's ass.
And Jake from State Farm, he said, where will you rank Marvin Harrison Jr. next year in Dynasty? I see a lot of mocks have AZ getting them and Caleb.
Right behind George Pickens.
You know what's funny?
Because George Pickens is the greatest receiver in the world.
Caleb's dad, he came out and he said Caleb's not coming into the league if they don't like the fucking team that's going to be projected to grab him.
What? Okay, Broncos. They might not like that either, huh? Jump in the division with Mahomes. What is appealing here?
Well, I think that was just like throwing it out to Arizona. Like we're not.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to think of a contrarian, right? Like who's sorry enough to actually get up there?
It would have to be someone trading up. I feel. Because like
or they trade away Kyler Murray. They're like, fuck you.
Because that's the thing. I mean, Tino brings it up how it's like, oh yeah, it's not like an NFL bag. But the thing is, when you're not desperate for money, you can actually make decisions that you want to make.
I mean, Kyler Murray chose football. He could have went to baseball and eventually made the same money, but he would have to bet on himself because he would have started what he was going to get $8 million that first year, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then play for the A's. And then they weren't bad at the time too, right? 2019, the Oakland A's, they weren't bad back then. But he was like, screw that.
Yeah.
I'm going to NFL. Because even his NFL rookie contract, it was like 40-something million guaranteed. I think maybe someone want to fact check me. I do know that when he got to that fifth year before they extended him, he was set to make $30 million guaranteed just on that fifth year alone.
Yeah. And Jake said if they can get Marvin Harrison Jr., I think he'll go. I doubt it. Like, why? I mean, one wide receiver, you know, on a team that's like absolutely trash. Like, why would he want to go there? He's about to get paid. He'll be the highest paid player in the NIL. Like, I mean, shit.
Wait, are you talking about the receiver or are you talking about Caleb Williams?
No, well, no, he's talking about Caleb, but then he said if they get Marvin Harrison Jr. also.
How would they do that?
Well, they have 2 picks.
Okay, the Arizona could do it actually.
Yeah, don't they have? They have 2 picks. They have Texas.
They have Houston's.
Yeah,
and they could also throw on future picks. But that would also. This is how they do this. They trade Kyler, and they get Caleb. Like, okay, Arizona is the worst team. How about that? They get first overall. They pick Caleb, and they trade other assets, including that Texas thing, to somehow move back, or maybe even Kyler Murray to whoever's in position to get Marvin Harrison. And that's how that happens.
Yeah. And what we got? And Bake said, why are you guys fading London or Drake? He said Dotson is close to the same value, but he's not being used. But he's not used.
I said if there's no Terry McLaurin, because he was telling us to put it in order of the starts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's why I'm fading Drake. Here's why I'm fading Drake London, Desmond Ridder, Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier, and mainly Desmond Ridder. He sucks.
Where are they? Who they playing? Playing Carolina.
Yeah, J.C. Horn, man. I mean, come on. He's probably going to follow him the entire game.
Yeah. That's a running ass game right there. Take the under in that game.
Right? But that's why I'm fading Drake.
That's a divisional matchup that's going to be ugly and lower scoring. Like, yeah, give me the under.
He may get 10 targets, but I think Ridder is going to be one of those guys where Drake's going to be getting like 50% of his targets, reeling them in.
I feel like Drake at one point, because he has that diva number 1 receiver-ism, he'll slap the shit out of Desmond Ridder one time. You know how they get the squeaky wheels? He's just gonna slap him with like a grease pan.
Yeah.
He's gonna do it.
And stranger, I followed you back and I sent you a message over there. So now you should be able to message me back. And Bake said no faith for the Ridder. No way.
Not anymore. I mean,
he's got to prove it to me.
Third QB in a super flex. Okay. Matter of fact, I was in a position, to take Baker and Ridder. And in order, I said Baker then Ridder, just to let Ridder know that I take you after Baker. Pause.
Look at that. Tino said number 1 Marvin is up in the air. If Caleb comes out this season, he said he wouldn't. See, because he wants to be the number 1. Everyone wants to be number 1. And they're getting hella paid right now in college. Like, how old's Marvin Harrison Jr. right now? Is he even 20 years old?
Yeah, he's 21. Unless I looked at it wrong.
He just turned 21.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, because I was looking at this 2 days ago because somebody asked us.
August 11th.
Yeah. Shout out to the Leos. Okay, look at this. The Colts, man. They could, how much on drugs is the Colts owner? A lot, right? He's not regular bogey.
Can I take a lot for 500?
Yes. Yes, Alex. And he's doing a bunch of a mountain of coke. He got one of those glass straws where it goes into 2 bolt nostrils. He has one of those. You know what I mean? It's like a boba straw. No one knows what boba is, huh? Boba is big old straws.
Is that the one where was Tony Montana using that where it has the little thing?
Yeah. With the tube.
Yeah.
Right up in the boat.
Yeah.
He's doing one of those. And he's like, we need to get Marvin Harrison Jr., brother. Just like his dad. Get his dad on the phone. Get his dad on the phone. Oh, he still has me blocked? Okay. Tell him we're going to get his son. I feel like Jim Irsay is on one right now talking about we're going to get Marvin Harrison Jr. because they like nostalgia. You know what I mean? They like nostalgia.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I might be able to burn soon. Oh, I got to go to sleep. We're just going to put an extra 30 minutes on it, bro. Just to make sure. You know, I think I'm on record for saying this. I want to be rich, but it's for all the eccentric rich things I can do because I have so much money. Like there will be a guy, a real comfortable dude too, pause, right? Just carries me like this. You know what I mean? Remember P. Diddy in the Making the Band in the Chappelle?
Yeah.
How many times he ain't never even moved himself around at all?
Never.
Carry this couch I'm sitting on. Right? Motherfucker, he didn't jump a piggyback on a motherfucker. You know what I mean? I want to be the dude. Okay. How many times have you sat on someone's shoulders since you were like 5 years old? None.
Zero.
I'm gonna be so rich. That's all I do. Give me a 7-footer. I'm sitting on his shoulders, bro. Like we're at a concert and shit. I'm just running shit. You over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm eccentric rich. I need it. Give it to me, universe. I'll give the world some of the best content they've ever seen. You'd be like, you know that rich guy, he's hella funny, man. He does like stupid shit with his money. And I'll have a whole regime of like shooters with me everywhere I go. And I'll have millions and millions of dollars in cash. So anytime anyone had a problem, just, hey, man, how much is it going to cost? Yeah, look the other way. I buy everyone. Because then that would be hilarious to me that everyone has a price.
Yeah.
Be a police officer so you can't film here. Oh, yeah? How much? Are you bribing me? You're fuck yeah, I am. You want to take me to court for it? You'll lose.
And Marco said, good thing Lions Chiefs game is on free TV there. Well, yeah, because like in Germany, they're trying to get like more people to like pay attention. In America, the Amazon's like, fuck you guys. You got to
Germany paid a guap for that.
For the game?
Germany paid a guap for those TV rights. I mean, because see, that was the whole thing, bro. Is like, remember in 2020 when the NFL lost hella money, like because of TV rights and moving games around. They didn't do any international games that year. The next following year, when they were able to do it again, they hit it off nasty, bro. Like those, like if their new TV contracts were like $5 billion plus, bro. $5 billion with a B.
Man, they ain't playing.
They ain't playing, bro. They ain't playing. That's why the Players Association was hot about this shit. Because how much did the cap go up? 12%? 18? Something like that? No, 12. That's too generous.
12.
Went up 12%.
12%, yeah.
So if you times 12% times 32, 12% or whatever that is, times that by 32, it's nowhere near $5 billion. Kind of crazy, right?
Yeah. And let's see. And Stokely, what up, Stokely, on Facebook?
He has Stoke in his name, not Lord.
He said, "Huss the kid."
I'm excited today.
He said, "Huss the kid." Gabe Davis or Sky Moore? Sky for me.
Give me Sky 2Y.
Yeah. What up, Alan?
What's up, Alan?
And Dennis said, "Hey, Huss, is the Vegas Super Bowl 420 party a for sure thing? And will it be a similar price? I'm legit trying to make it again and want to start saving. I'm wanting it to be. We need to get enough people there to like make it, make it worth it. Because it could be, it's got to be one of those things where, yeah, we got to have like a handful of people like prepaying and stuff. And yeah, it would be like, 500 to 800 somewhere in the mix for like a shared room. And if anyone's wanting a solo room, I mean, that would be like 1,000 to 1,500. And I want to do it from Thursday to Monday. So that would make it a little bit more expensive as well, because it would be an extra day. But that is, yes, I'm really trying to push for that to happen because it would be super awesome. Would be super awesome. And Jake said, nah, Higbee's going to go off with Cup out. He had career numbers last year. Yeah, which isn't a good thing because those numbers were kind of trash. What the hell? Derek say he still has me blocked. What happened? What? And who's the Facebook user? Michael, is Pittman the most overrated wide receiver in football or in fantasy? I mean,
no, he's not. Who the fuck is overrating him?
Yeah.
We know exactly what he is.
Yeah.
Don't fall for the pits, man.
All right, look at
Derek
that.
said, what channel's on the game tonight? Amazon. Amazon, right? Aren't all the Thursday games on Amazon?
To start the year, it's going to be NFL Network as well. That's just how they always do it. So if I'm wrong, I'm just going on history right now.
And Derek said he couldn't make it in February for the Super Bowl, but he said he's for sure coming in August again, because that is the plan, to make sure that the August, 420 crew trip always happens. Okay, and Jay Levin said NBC tonight. There we go.
See, there it is. And it'll be on NFL Network as well.
Yeah. Tino, let him know. He said, remove the cap. It's just to slow down Uncle Jerry. Well, see, that's the thing. Uncle Jerry was one of the ones who put this cap in place way back in, early 90s? And it was when he wasn't a gazillionaire like he is now.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? How much did he buy the Cowboys for? Like fucking like
$4 million. It was like $4 million or something stupid like that. Maybe not 4 million, but let me see.
No, bro,
it's millions. It's not billions. I know that.
I swear to God, it was like $3. Like American, like $3.
140 million. 140 million. I knew there was a 4 in there somewhere. 140 million. And
I think 10 years ago they were like about up to like 5 billion. What are they worth now in net worth?
9.2 billion.
Fucking they almost doubled in 10 years.
What do you mean doubled? That's way more.
I mean 10 years ago
in 10 years. Okay. Yeah.
10 years, because I remember like watching like a whole thing about like owners and stuff like that, and like the values and what they bought it for. And 10 years ago, you know what I'm saying, they were the most expensive. They were worth the most money, the Cowboys organization. I don't know what it is now. I'm pretty sure the Chiefs can shot up too now since they started winning a lot. You know what I mean?
Have to.
Yeah. Then what was I looking for? Oh, the monitor. Yeah. Yes. Smoke some weed.
And Marco said it's the most watched sport in Germany after Associated Football, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they got it right. I mean, shit. Germans love barbaric shit, bro.
Yeah, of course.
And they like to innovate it too.
Oh, yeah.
Like I bet you if okay, watch when the football really gets into it in Europe, you're gonna start seeing like a portal of like players coming out of Europe. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bro, that's what it is, man. If you shit, the more popular it gets and people know they can make money, you just start playing it more and more as a kid.
Oh, now my computer's tripping, you son of a bitch. Well, you know what? You can't stop me. Stand on. So weird. None of my devices work ever. They just don't.
Right.
All right, let's roll a winner.
Oh yeah. And
some of that Ellis.
Yeah, I got an Ellis Green joint saved for tonight's game.
Nice. It's crazy because I love the smalls, but because I started going to the smalls because early on I was just buying zips at a time, and no matter what, I'm gonna smoke the same.
Yeah,
man, the nugs are like phenomenal, and that's what all the pre-rolls were. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was adamant about it. He's like, I'm taking care of y'all. We're gonna use the good nugs for y'all. I was like, hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you did what I'm saying?
That shit was fire.
Yeah, you know what was dope? When I handed one of them joints to Tino, because Tino is a weed connoisseur, and he's hitting it. Oh yeah. He's ripping it up like, oh yeah, right? I was like, oh no, not. He tried to pass me. No, that's you. That's you to the face.
Yeah.
And I said, that's why you got the tube. Hey, you don't have to finish it. Put it in the tube. You know what I mean? I ain't never wasted one of them things because I was just like, I just kept going back to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
About to do some of that finally with some of the old man Gary. And It's funny too because I got a zip from my pops the other day, and he's like, "Oh, I don't need it anymore." Then he came back the next day, let me get it. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I like now I gotta call someone again. I'm like, that kind of worked out, Dad. I'm like, listen, kind of worked out for me. That's how much weed I put in that motherfucker. It squeaks now. I mean, look at this bitch. It's like, how do I get the weed off of there? I'm pretty sure that's fire right there. It's like months and months of little gunk.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't stay on that much, actually. I'm exaggerating.
All right. Squares are almost gone.
I know, right? I've been trying to kill those motherfuckers.
That's what's going on over here right now. Wow, I'm so quiet. Multiple people coming in paying for their squares.
Is that what it is? Us? They're paying for the squares? Is that what it is?
Oh, yeah.
It was on a question. You know, if I always talk like that, it would always sound like it was dire, huh? So is that what we're doing? We're doing a show right now? Just like we do every morning? Yeah, what's wrong with that? No, nothing. I was just asking. Does it sound like I'm concerned? I'm going to talk like that everywhere I go today and just watch people's face. You can always tell people's face, like, oh, this guy's on one right here, bro. This guy's really concerned. He's overly concerned, man.
Yeah, let's see. Who put in, is it Phil who put in some other ones? Who put in some other squares?
I bet you it was Phil.
He didn't fill it though. Like that's the thing. He didn't fill it. He put in 3 and now there's
it was just left. Regular Philip. He wasn't Phil on that one.
You know what's funny is he does have his name as Philip in in here. So he didn't fill it all the way up, just a little bit.
I said I had a bar one time. This was a long time ago, and I've never recycled this bar, and I should. But I said, even if I'm rich, I still hustle. That's why I fill up banks like Will's uncle. It's hard, right?
Oh, yeah.
Hard. It's hard. Such a high school bar. I swear to God, I came up with that in high school. I was like, oh, that's hard.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if I'm rich. I still hustle. That's why I fill up banks like Will's uncle. Yeah, I'm fucking tight in high school. I used to hate punchlines. Like lay flat, like a placemat. Like I used to be like, man, where's the creativity, right? I was more of like I like the metaphorically speaking, you know what I mean? Like keep your nose wide open and you'll catch my drift. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, shit that'll go over someone's head, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And even that one wasn't a good example, but it just, you know, I made it up on the spot.
Hey, shout out to Rock Out. Long time no see.
Oh, shit. Where does Rock Out?
Yeah. He said full PPR, pick 2. Javante, McKinnon, Ayuk, Scary Terry, Tony, Kadarius. I guess I like the first 2. I mean, we got to hear more about Scary Terry. If he's going to play, not play, all that.
I think we're okay as long as you don't have an alternate option for tonight. We can wait one more day. And even today will tell us a lot about Scary.
Crispy, there's 3 squares left. 3 squares left right now. So you would be changing from 6 squares to 9 squares.
69, dudes!
If you got those extra 3.
Oh my God, I'm on the precipice of this joint.
Super Cyan Vegan, Dodson, Cooper, Keenan Allen. I swear we answered this already today.
Does he spell it Cyan or is it saying like?
No, I think it's probably me.
Okay.
It probably is that way.
It bothers me like the Kenny Pickett 2 gloves. Like I'm just like,
because I'm not into Dragon Ball. So
I was never either, to be honest with you.
You might have to just call him SSV. Like maybe that, just shorten it up. SSV.
I like Super Saiyan Vegan. It's awesome. It's like when I hear that, I imagine like a cucumber just like,
oh, Crispy, you're going too slow. Cleats and Cleavage is stealing the last 3 from you.
Oh, and she got titties, bro. Hey, he's about to buy her squares now. He's a real gentleman. He's like, you know what? Cleavage, I'll buy it. Let me buy it for you. My dad's a gentleman, bro.
Yep, she took them all. She took the last 3. Cleats and cleavage. All right. So now we just got to get everybody paid. And we'll get the numbers in there. And okay, now we got to pick another game. What game should we do for the Sunday, like during the week game? Or like Sunday, Thursday, early game?
Dolphins.
Sunday.
Dolphins, Chargers. 1 o'clock game, correct? Right?
Yeah.
1 o'clock West Coast game.
Yeah, you know what? That's probably better, anyways.
Yeah, and then we could still roll over and roll around after that and do the night game squares.
There we go. First cracks. Chargers, Dolphins. Square board is up right now. It is up right now. Go get them.
Highest point total of the week outside of
tonight's game.
Let's have a shootout. We might get some crazy numbers here. That actually might be fun, right?
And I like doing it that I think that'll be the way to do it. Always doing the 1 o'clock game because then not going to be hella rushing like in the morning.
Yep.
Trying to fill
we
it.
We could
like
be on the morning show, closing out the squares if we wanted. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then the game still isn't going to happen from
I only have the best ideas. If only my girl would understand that. And like, you know what's funny? She's like, "Oh, you think you're so smart?" I'm like, "Look around. Look around where we're at." I don't think Daniel Jones would have done this because he's a dumbass.
Let's see. MG said, "Rate my team C." I'm just giving everybody C's now. Said Hurts, JJ, Olave, London, Mike Will, Jameson, Rondell Moore, Damian Pierce, Pacheco, Jamal Williams, Elijah Mitchell, Algier, Deuce, Ingram, Patsy. That's C.
I'll give him a B.
That's all right. I've seen so many teams. I'm so desensitized to like giving grades now at this point.
You just highlighted the fact that you actually drafted 120 your own. So you know what I mean?
Next year in that group, like rating teams, like that's going to be against the rules. 97,000 people in there and like 30,000, 50,000 are trying to get a rating on their team. And like
$1 a rating.
What SSV say? I said that we already answered this earlier. That's why I didn't answer it again. You gotta don't ask a question in the beginning and then
like the vegan,
not hang around for the answer.
Every time I think of the Super Saiyan vegan, I picture like a big old giant cucumber with arms, and he like fuses with an avocado, and they become like Cucado. You know what I mean?
It's literally the opposite. It's Keenan Allen, Cooper, and Dotson. That's how I'd rank them. And even when he put it in last time, he put Allen, Cooper, and Dotson. And I said, exactly, I have it. That's how I'd rank them.
Yeah, and
now he switched it, trying to pull some trickery to see if I would rank it the same or not.
I respect it. I'm just saying, like, because you know what it is? Here, most people, and I'm of this mindset, we pretty much know what we want to do. We're looking for confirmation bias. So he's not getting it from us because I think he likes another combination that we keep recommending.
That's it. Look at that. He said, LOL. Sorry, bro. Just making sure you're paying attention. Well, that should have showed you right there that I passed the test because that question was more than an hour ago. And I still
and my recall is impeccable. I actually said Allen, Dotson, and then we're no, give me Cooper and Allen.
Oh yeah. And Bakeslot said, rate my team C. You know I don't speak Spanish. Oh man, fuck Ronberg.
Oh, ready for a random bogey fun fact?
Yeah.
Why do you think it goes A, B, C, D, F in grades?
Because E would be excellent.
Exactly.
You ain't excellent. You ain't excellent getting.
Motherfucker was like, "Oh, I got all E's, mom." Wait a second. And the dad had to whoop his ass hard. Come home in my house, all E's.
Don't they have that shit in like elementary school still, where you get? It's not
it's O's and S's. So outstanding or satisfactory.
Right. What? They don't have the U anymore? The unsatisfactory?
No,
They had to get rid of that.
Yeah, I mean they don't even keep scoring a lot of these kid leagues either. You know what I mean? They just don't want it. They don't want kids to know when they're terrible, bro.
Oh, speaking of that, Noble played his first game yesterday of the season, and they did keep score, and they whooped ass.
Because that's a winner's league right there.
And you know what's so funny? It's so wild. It's crazy how the universe works. There's this dude, his name's Rudy, and he's been playing in leagues with us since, COVID, maybe even earlier than that. He moved to Vegas also. His kid's in the exact same little league, and Noble's team squared off against his team in week 1, and we got to see each other in the flesh and say what up.
But was it awkward? Like, what's up, man?
Nah.
You know what I mean? It was after. Talk to me after the game. Right now, our son.
No, because he's like me to where, I think his kid's like 6 also, like maybe turning 7 or maybe already 7.
Handful.
Only played 1 year, like there's a few kids who are like really good who are on Noble's team. Noble is he's setting the average, but
he's making it hot.
Man, but his first at bat out there, because it's all coach pitch, and he didn't strike out the first time. He was super close. He's got to get more wheels, man. He's got these small legs, and like these the bases are really far.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Like, he's a shorty, huh? He's gonna hit that growth spurt though.
Yeah, it's funny too, because like Vanessa, she's like 5 foot. I'm like, 5'10", 5'9" on a good day, and so yeah, he's not gonna be a giant. And look at this. And SSV said, "This is why I listen to y'all motherfuckers. Let's fucking go." He said, "Winning ships again this year. Let's get it.
Let's go, Super Saiyan Vegan."
And South Sco, 12-team half PPR, need a flex between Dodson, Madison, McKinnon, Pickens, more. Dodson.
Which more?
Yeah, I didn't say. I'm assuming Sky more, but
Madison. I'm just gonna go with the workload.
I'm going Dodson.
Well, obviously.
And who's the Facebook user who put an arrow?
He was really trying to say, right here. It's over here, guys.
Yeah, you got to make sure that you come over to YouTube, because sometimes like Facebook messages get a little lost in the shuffle because there's so many YouTube comments over here, and it doesn't show your name or anything like that. And it said, thoughts on Spears from Tennessee as a keeper. He's RB1 next year. There's no guarantee, but they like him way more than Haskins. That's for damn sure.
Haskins has already been waived, and he's on or I don't know if he was waived, but he's on the commissioner exempt list.
The thing about this is,
I think he beat up his girl. A real piece of shit, that Haskins. I thought.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing to remember. Think about a Michael Carter situation. They draft him. He looks real solid. Everyone's like, oh, shit, he's about to be the starting running back. Why would they even draft a running back, over here? And then they go out and draft Breece Hall in the second round. So, like, literally anything can happen.
Yeah. It's just there was no clear path for Spears anyway. Like, you know what I mean? We kind of play this game with backups for Henry, right? Like, Spears this year. Last year, Hassan Haskins. Year before that, Deontay Foreman. You know what I mean? Or maybe some people were on the mindset it was the other guy, Dontrell Hilliard. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's no Henry. There's no one guy. And you also got to hope it's still Vrabel in them next year, because the ideology could change. The philosophy of their plan of attack. You know what I mean? And I think low-key, he's kind of on the hot seat.
Yeah.
Vrabel in them.
Yeah.
Even though they're winning, it just be like that. They just fired their GM. See, what's crazy is they fired a GM last year, and it was right after they traded away AJ Brown. They're like, get fucking rid of this guy.
Yeah.
I think it was that week 1 game too. Remember that? They're watching AJ Brown go off. They're like, man, fire this motherfucker that traded away AJ Brown.
That was bad. That was bad.
Yeah. And usually when you start firing pieces of a regime, it's like they're all like they're all fall guys. You know what? It was the GM. Get rid of him, right?
Yeah.
Then they bring in a guy from the Niners to be their new GM, and like now Vrabel could be on the hot seat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, because they've they overperformed when they had Zeke missing for like the half a season or whatever.
Yeah,
but sure, that was like how many years ago was that now at this point? Like
2.
So like yeah,
and you mean Henry?
Yeah, not Zeke, Henry.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago. And yeah, I mean, you know what's funny? 2 years ago was Arthur Smith. The years before that was Matt LaFleur. And I think that's what's going on when you're a defensive-minded head coach. I mean, this is going to happen. When you have a good offense, those guys get in line for job offers. You know what I mean? When you're a defensive-minded head coach, your OCs they're as good as head coaches in the eyes of the league because you're calling the plays, you're doing this, you're doing this, that, and the third. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. People are already going in and getting some of the Chargers and Dolphins squares. So make sure you get on there so you can get first cracks. And let's see. And Bake said, yeah, I'm 5'10", 5'9" on a good day. Pause. And Super said, do you think Taylor will get traded? I got him late. Hoping he gets traded. Ain't no updates or that we're completely off this month. Or if he's completely off this motherfucker this season.
We're going to be having this combo until
he gets traded.
Trade deadline.
Yeah.
Because he still has to come back. And when he comes back, he still has to like learn the system. And then you run the risk of getting him out there and having him not look good. But then that's the only way you're going to be able to like showcase him. So it could go really bad for the Colts because I think he could still get traded even if he looks bad. But that what you can ask for is not going to be as good if he doesn't look good. You get what I'm saying?
Yep. And yeah, who knows what Jim Irsay is going to do? And he's not going to. I mean, he's going to be like
he's going to do
more lines of blow.
Yep.
More líneas.
that cocaine.
And who's this Facebook user? Shannon. What up, Shannon? Said, where would you draft Dan Marino if he played in today's game in his prime? Like if we're talking fantasy or like an NFL team, because he's still a first-round draft pick for an NFL team for sure.
I think I'm just gonna think he said fantasy. I take him right before like the Derek Carrs and all of them.
You're fucking tripping.
And if you were to put him on the Dolphins, though, right? I'd probably take him like I don't know. But he said he's in his prime.
Yeah, so I would assume that we have to think of Elway exactly like he had the same time.
He said Marino.
Oh yeah, Marino. I don't. Yeah, it's fucking Elway. Marino, if he played in today's games, that's what I'm assuming is that we gotta think about how he was doing with the Dolphins in those years.
Throwing for 5 Wow before anybody else in the league, right?
And it was 4,000. Just on a
regular basis.
Regular basis. Like. And in today's game,
they didn't have no run game, huh? I can't even think of a running back that was killing it.
And they had no defense. Their defense was whack as fuck. But just think about that. Like, how much would Dan Marino be throwing? Like, if he was going against today's defenses.
I'll draft him right after Justin Herbert, right before Justin Fields.
You think he would have more or less? You think he would have more or less 5,000 yards than Drew Brees?
Less.
You still think less?
Well, you know why?
I mean, he's throwing for 4,500 when everyone else is like when Joe Montana's throwing for 2,000. He threw for 3,500 or 4,500.
Okay. Let's match him then.
Match who?
We'll match him then with Breeze.
Okay.
Because when you say under, I'll say maybe he gets like 4,000 or 5,000 outings.
I mean, he got 5,000 outing in the time when if you threw for 3,000, you were an above average quarterback.
I'll take Dan Marino after I'll take him before Justin Fields and Lamar Jackson and Trevor Lawrence, that whole Kurt Watson. That's where I would take him this year in the draft if he played for the Dolphins in his prime.
Tino said Marino equals Burrow. I mean, see, that's what's crazy is I would almost take him over everybody except Mahomes.
I mean, he has Tyreek Hill and Waddles, and And he has Josh McDaniel or Mike McDaniels. Fuck it, we're doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, if I was second overall in the draft, right? I might be like, you know what? Let's diversify. I'll take Dan Marino over everybody. I'd be like, he's back, y'all, in his prime. Me, Bill, and Ted, we went and jumped in the fucking phone booth, came back with a young Marino. Everybody was cool with it. They were all right with it. They're like, yeah, sorry, Tua. We have 1984 Dan Marino with us.
Yeah.
No, give me the 5,000-year Dan Marino. Was that 90, 92?
No, it was in the 80s.
It was in the 80s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean that's a good point. Shannon even brought it up. He's playing, in a time where you could hit the wide receivers, you could hit the quarterbacks, like all types of shit. Yeah, it was 84 when he threw for 5,000. Wow.
See, there's I had it right. Give me the 84 Marino.
That's just wild. Yeah, led the league in passing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times.
5 times.
And all of those were over 4,000. And then he missed a couple games in 87. He only threw for 3,226 touchdowns only.
Oh, it's all league average.
Yeah, it was 84, 85, and 86. I mean, those were the years when he was like shitting on everybody. He led the league in attempts and completions and yards and touchdowns.
What's a 5,000-yard outing look like as far as attempts go for him?
564.
Wow.
Right? Like,
yeah, because the Drew Breeses and all them, they're all going like 600 plus whenever they did it, right? Or maybe not Breeze. Maybe Breeze did have 5 of them.
Breeze's first one, 635. Second one, 657.
Okay.
Third one, 670.
Okay.
Fourth one, 650. Fifth
so I
one,
was right so far.
So now seeing that he is throwing 100 times less and cracking numbers like that.
This is why Joe Montana said that is his GOAT. Maybe because if you're a Joe Montana, you're gonna look at it purely in the scope of that, not the titles and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Right? Because even he has better numbers than Joe Montana.
Way better numbers.
Wow. I mean, but Joe Montana did have the Mervyn's commercials.
Yeah. So let's say he threw
Skechers.
Let's say he threw for 100 more passes.
Right.
If he threw for 100 more passes.
Oh my God, he's going for 6,000?
It would be 15 yards shy of 6,000 if he threw for the exact same average per attempt.
Give it to him. He's going for 6,000.
Like that's crazy, man. Like that's above Patrick Mahomes, right there.
Okay. Give me Dak Prescott 2020 when he died. What was he pacing on? I think he was pacing like over 6,000.
Say it one more time. Dak what?
Dak Prescott 2020 is the year he died, but he was pacing ridiculous.
Yeah, that was the year where he played 5 games and had 1,800 yards already.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, 1,856 in 5 games.
How many passes?
371 per game. So if he would have, it was still 16 games then. He was pacing for 6,000.
Come on, Dak. We need you just like that. I hope they're so bad on defense so we can get that. Fuck Dan Quinn. Why does he have to make them better? Need fantasy. It's funny because I can't even remember who their D coordinator was back then. I think it was Gunther. No, I forget who it was. Oh shit. Was it Steve? No, it wasn't Steve Spagnuolo. Steve Spagnuolo came from the Giants. Man, that was probably the smartest thing the Chiefs did. They brought in Steve Spags. Yeah, it actually helped their defense because they started winning Super Bowls ever since they brought in Steve Spagnuolo.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's fucking wild, man. Yeah, Dan Marino doing 100 less attempts and throwing for like It's insane.
Damn. What's some of the greater Brett Favre years?
Let's see.
Like, was he sniffing that? I mean, like, you know what I'm saying?
Think so.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he was sniffing that, but it was probably like crushed up Percocet.
Nah, see his highest years. See, and he's throwing for the exact same, like similar attempts. 4,400, 4,200, 4,100. But yeah, see, he only threw over 600 attempts twice, and he didn't even crack 4,000 in those years.
I'm sure Elway's Super Bowl years, he probably had some of the poor career numbers. I'm sure, because then he was in a Shanahan system. He was with Mike Shanahan. Everything was off the run game and the play action. It was just,
his numbers were trash. 3,600. I mean, the 27 touchdowns is nice,
and that's how you win.
But yeah, I mean, come on, we know why they won those games. Let me pull up TD stats real quick.
Let's look up Sharps. Let's look up Shannon's numbers too after. Let's see Uncle Shannon.
I bet they were nasty, but yeah,
right. They had to be.
97 and 98 for Terrell Davis. 97, 369 attempts.
Okay, hit the drop.
1750 on the ground, 15 tugs, 287 through the air, no tugs. And then in
98, went over 2 Bow Wow all purpose.
Yeah, but in 98, that's when he went over 2 Thou Wow on the ground and 21 touchdowns, 392 yards.
In your face, LT.
125 and a half yards per game for the entire 16-game season.
Did he just go to San Diego, or was he from San Diego too?
Who are you talking about?
TD.
I mean, he was from San Diego. He went
he
didn't go. He went
he didn't even play for San Diego?
No.
Like college?
Right. No, he didn't.
Oh, okay. So he just from there.
Yeah. Yeah, him and Marcus Allen went to different times, but they went to the same school.
Wow.
Same high school.
They probably had a hell of a public lunch right there. Whatever they were feeding those kids for free.
Right in the hood.
You knew it was the free lunches.
And especially like Terrell Davis, like he got cut. Like he wasn't even like that good in high school. Not as a senior or anything.
I think he was like a drug addict too, right? In college? Didn't he have like drug woes?
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
Yeah, let me see. Now let's look up Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
See what kind of numbers he had in 97 and 98. It's crazy because so 97, 72 receptions, 1,100 yards, 3 tugs. It's crazy though. And the 98, that's where it gets nuts. I mean, 768 yards is still nothing. 64 receptions, but 10 touchdowns.
George Kittle, Black George Kittle.
Yeah, Shannon Sharp doesn't really have amazing numbers.
He has all the titles.
Yeah, and it's amazing numbers for the time probably because he only has 3 seasons where he went over 1,000 yards.
And that was all after. Was that all with the Ravens?
No, he never did.
Oh no, okay, my bad. I thought you were talking about after the fact. Okay,
no, he did it in 94, in 96, and 97. That's when he went over 1,000.
And so he didn't even. And when he did it in 94, they didn't even have Mike Shanahan yet.
And Tino said, "I told y'all Sharp was overrated." Well, why is he rated so high?
But that's
not the skill; it's the touchdown. It's the Super Bowls. That's why I hate the Tom Brady one.
But also too, he was blocking.
He's the GOAT.
It's what he did. I think it's the thing when you're a tight end. I think you get viewed in the scope like of what the things that you also do that don't show up on the stat sheet. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm guessing.
But that's why I've always hated that Tom Brady has X amount of Super Bowls. He's the greatest because like how come with every other position and all that, then there's all these debates about other things. It's not just the Super Bowls and that's it.
Oh, or Eminem is the greatest because he's sold the most records.
Yeah.
I hate that one.
And Tino said, look at Gonzalez's numbers. Bro, if anybody thinks that Tony Gonzalez is not the best tight end of all time, like they don't know football. Like, especially if you're basing it on stats. Because he did it so good for so long. But yeah, no titles, right? Played for the Chiefs and played for the Falcons. And Chiefs were out when he got titles then.
Him as a Falcon, NFC Championship against my Niners in Atlanta. Clock, if you're out there in the chat, you know this. clock was there at that game.
Oh shit.
They're driving. Kaepernick just responded, got us the lead in the fourth quarter. Here's them. They're driving 2-minute drill. They get all the way down there. They do it correctly because now all they need to do is score, and we don't have a chance. And they're going on the Super Bowl. He goes for Rowdy White. We break it up. Then when you look over to the left, it's Tony Gonzalez wide open in the end zone, and he's like this. What the fuck, bro? He's doing one of those.
Yeah.
He's like, bruh. And then Matty Ice like, oh, my bad. Love it. Wide open.
Banks said he did it so good for so long. Big pause.
Hey, Banks be looking for those up. Hey, Banks will turn anything into one of those, bro.
That's what was so funny about hanging out with everyone in person. Everyone's pausing whenever, just pausing for other people.
You know what's funny too is like because like now there's other mainstream avenues that are like, you know, like I consider like Cam and Mace like their shit because their shit started popping this year.
Yeah.
And I got it from the Harlem guys like a decade plus ago. You know what I mean? Because that's just hilarious. You know what I mean?
Classic stuff. Classic stuff. All right.
It is funny though, like when it's people that like, you know what I mean? They're just coming through saying pause. I'm just laughing, man. No, just like, you know, like regular people.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you would never expect to say pause.
Oh man, shit is awesome. Man, I love these morning shows. These morning shows are going to be super, super lit. And yeah, it's awesome. I mean, this is just the way it's got to be. We got to have Q&A sessions just every morning so we can bullshit. We get a shitload of questions coming in as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah, I mean, this has always been my dream. I love Howard Stern growing up, right? And they pretty much did whatever the fuck they want in the morning show. It was awesome.
And we and if anyone wants to do some research on like, because it would be cool if we had a phone number that, you know, people could call in and we could like literally patch in the call.
I remember I shot you a link one time. I'll go find it again. It's because so there's a podcast I fuck with. It's called Chat Sports. They have like a bazillion channels, and I just watched their Niner channel. Yeah, and it's awesome because they're from Dallas. Like the hosts are originally from Dallas.
Yeah,
so they troll hard. You know what I mean? Because they're Niner fans in Dallas. But yeah, they have a joint, and you call it in.
Yeah,
and it can be video or audio.
Yeah,
and and then they send you the number to call whenever you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, or whatever it is. But you have to download an app on the other person's side. So the people calling in, they're gonna have to download the app, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we can use it on StreamYard. That was the one thing I remember asking you that. And you're like, I'll look into it. And then we just, you know, we're stoners. I never brought it up again after.
Yeah. We're gonna look into that.
Yeah. Caller. Hey, what's up? I just want to send a shout out to my girl Cheryl. It's her anniversary. I want all that. Cheryl, is she hot? Is she? Okay. Cheryl. Big Cheryl.
Big Shirley.
Big Shirley. That's her sister.
Oh man.
Big Shirley. Where's that from? That's Friday, right?
Martin.
Oh, Martin. Okay. Oh, I was totally off.
Yeah, it was Cole's girl. He's always talking about Big Shirley.
And whenever they showed her, she was like too big to be in the screen too, right?
Yeah.
Love it. I took Big Shirley to the buffet, man. Clean that joint out.
Oh man. Like, yeah, moms ain't having it though. Moms, we can't be having Big Shirley over. Moms ain't having it.
That shit funny.
What up, Raphael? He said, top of the morning, y'all mixing some dabs with the brain fog. Man, you know what? I gotta clean out this dab rig, is what it is. I've been slacking on cleaning out this Rio. Oh man, I just got an update right now that the 420 Network YouTube channel has just crossed 400,000 views, lifetime views.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Celebrate. Holiday. Will they flag us if I do stuff like that?
I don't think so.
Okay, good. Celebrate.
Because I think what it is more than the words, like if you had a celebrate song with like, you know, just a default track or like whatever, you know, default beat or whatever, where it's not that exact same beat. Because you know what's crazy? Okay, Surf Ninjas, for example, movie that we love.
Right.
I noticed that there's a YouTube video. It's on our channel, Silver Screen Breakdowns. It didn't get flagged for copyright. And when I watched it through on YouTube, I noticed why. It's because they take out the songs.
Yeah, they scrub it out.
Yeah, and so that, I mean, it's really the beats. Like it's those beats, man.
So when I first got serious with music, it's like my early 20s.
And hold on real quick.
Right.
And he does not listen to bad news. Said no one knows what salute means. Trust me, everyone in here knows what salute means. It means what up. That's what it means. But yeah,
I was gonna say
you gotta be new to the channel if you don't know that, because Derek he says salute to everyone. He's just saying what up when you get in the chat.
Yeah, it can mean boner if you want. That would be full salute, though. You know what I mean? Boing. Okay. When I first got serious into music, and I mean, this is when I started like looking into publishing and shit like that. Because so my dad's a hell of a guy, bro. Shout out to my pops, because he would put me around like-minded individuals. And there was a guy, his name is Chris Ortega, and Chris Ortega, he's a drummer, and his claim to fame is his cousin was the original drummer of Santana, and Chris Ortega himself, he was in Gypsy Queen. That's a band. It's like an instrumental band. And so when I was young, I wanted to play the drums, and then I realized how I hate being taught things. You know what I mean? Because he made it no fun. You know what I mean? Like, okay, the form like this, hold it like this. But you know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh my god, it's like it's actually school.
Yeah.
So I didn't stay with it, but now I'm older and I'm making music and I'm producing. And he goes like this. He says, "You got to get on your publishing, bro." And he told me a story. They were auditioning a pianist, a keyboardist, I should say. They needed a new keyboardist for their band, so they have the scores there. They have the music, the sheet that you know, and anybody can just read and play. Because if you're good, you can just play it.
Yeah.
And there was this broad, and she was hot, and it's an all-male band, and they're all older gentlemen, right, at this point. But they bring her in, and she's the front runner. Then this other guy comes in, blows them away. Pause. They end up going with the older gentleman. Also, too, she had like some little her bag was gonna be a little different, like right. So, anyways, they go with the cheaper alternative. Years down the road now, he's at a jazz bar. You know what I'm saying? He's getting ready to perform, but they're the headliners. And here comes this broad by herself. She's performing, and she has a song. She's singing, playing the keyboard, and one of the riffs in her song was a riff from that music sheet that day.
Tight.
And her album was out, and they went and fucking yanked that song off that album.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn it.
You have published. I'm just a rapper, producer, whatever. When I publish a song, there's splits. You know what I'm saying? If I have a sample, that split, whatever they decide goes to that. It goes to the owner of that sample. But if it's all original, I create.
And does the owner of the sample decide the split of what they want?
I'm assuming, yeah. Because look at me, I don't give a fuck. I just like putting the music out, and I love sampling. So like, look at that Cheers one that I just dropped. Ha world. Because they were like denying me on this certain song, and I wasn't gonna go back and like flip it again. I did everything correctly. It was just like they probably, I don't know what it was.
Catch them at the right day, right time. Maybe they didn't have any drinks in them. Maybe they weren't smoking, you know, and they're just like, nah, fuck that.
Maybe I tired them out. They're like,
you just beat them down like you do people with those trades.
Yes. Fuck it. Hit the button. Leave us alone now.
And Bake said, I watched the Raiders report on Chat Sports as well. He said, shout out to Mitchell Renz. He said their livers are not going to make it. They drink too much. He said, I wish
that's why I love those shows, bro.
He said, I wish there was Hold on. Let me finish. I said, I wish there was a fantasy show that smoked weed all day.
Smoke weed every day.
Okay, listen. I've actually got on that chat sports show one time. Right?
What do you mean, like asking a question or something?
Ask a question.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's why I knew about the whole app thing.
Okay.
Like, listen, bro, there's this thing, and it's like you call in, and I swear, I asked my question, and then I said, "Hey, how do I get on chat sports?" And they click. Like, damn, bro, that should have just been my question.
Because there is a way. Because there is a way that we can, just like we do with YouTube.
Do what we do, and they just multi-stream it.
Well, where you share we share the screen or whatever. I'm pretty sure like certain apps we could share the screen of the app, and it
you're right.
It should share the
same
audio.
way we'll share like a fucking Spotify or something, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm not 100%, but I mean that's my first thought.
Yeah.
And George Play, what up? Deontay Johnson or Sky Moore? I'm on the Deontay Johnson side, but Sky Moore is very appealing in this week. They have solid cornerbacks. I mean, that's another thing that makes me cause to pause a little bit. Detroit's corners are a little bit better than what's it called? The Chiefs corners.
I do think that they'll have them. They'll have them in. You mean the Niners corners?
Well, but I was just really just with Sky Moore though. Like, I mean, I'm nervous to a certain extent because of Detroit's cornerbacks as well.
I do like that they'll probably have them predominantly in the slot for young Sky 2Y, right?
I guess with Kelsey there, you're really gonna. I mean, Kelsey not there potentially. I mean,
I think we'll see a lot more for. So they already run like a ton of like 3 wide and 4 wide receiver sets. We might just see a shitload of that, and it'll be like frustrating. Period, right? Like everyone's gonna after this week, if it goes that way, everyone's gonna have a case for every single one of those goddamn fucking receivers. How many do they got? Sky Moore. Then there's fucking MVS, Rashid Rice, Justin Ross, Kadarius fucking Tony. If they all get in the mix here, will we be surprised tonight with no Kelsey?
Because here's the thing, Patrick Mahomes is so good, he doesn't need to like target onto one person. He's gonna hit the open man.
He's a dope dealer.
Yeah, so that Patrick Mahomes being so good, that's also what like ruins a Sky Moore, because if he's not out there, if he gets the number one coverage, no matter what that is, if he gets the number one coverage and he's not creating a lot of separation, yeah, we might see it. Everybody get like 3 receptions.
If I can get like 6 for 70 or 6 for 80 somehow, maybe 7 for 70 out of Sky Moore, I'm okay with it. I feel like that's what I'll get out of Deontay.
Tino said you got to salute the captain before you can chat. It's protocol. There you go. Salute.
Yeah, hell yeah. Shout out
to all
our military men.
Because we're only looking for the best of the best of the best.
Of the best. Sir.
With honors.
Yeah, shout out to all our military guys, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all doing something I would never do in the multiverse. I don't think it is the multiverse.
In the real verse, not even the multiverse, in the real verse.
Yeah, I couldn't do it, man. You know what I mean? And my hats off to y'all, because, you know, it does give you like security for the rest of your life as far as like, you know, housing and, you know, just money and, you know what I mean? It's a smart move. Because one of my younger cousins is like 2 years younger than me. I remember we were like, I was like 31 and he was like 30 and he was like, I'm going, bro. I'm like, for real? Like, you're about to have like an 18-year-old yelling in your face, but now he's out and he's a registered nurse. You know what I mean? Because he went to it for school. You know what I mean? Yeah, good shit. Shout out to him. Shout out to my cousin Adam.
And what up, PB and waivers? He said, football.
Yeah, what he said. I second that.
And Waterbed, what up on Twitch? He said Noah Gray or Sam Laporta. Neither.
Gray.
Ugh, yuck. I don't want Laporta week 1 though. Like, I really don't. I'd rather go out and get Gerald.
You think Laporta even plays? How many snaps do you think Laporta plays?
I bet he plays 60% of the snaps.
Oh, okay. Damn, that's pretty generous.
Because, I mean, who else do they fucking have out there?
Like, hey, okay, y'all ready for this? Josh Reynolds. Josh fucking Reynolds.
Yuck. Yuck. It was so,
we're getting ugly.
I was almost going to cut him in like a league. I'm like, fuck. Like, he's projected for like double-digit points in our leagues right now because like They got nobody over there.
Yeah. Look, okay.
You know who's about to be sneaky? Marvin Jones Jr. tonight. Nobody's even, not one person has asked us about Marvin Jones Jr.
Because I'm gonna take Josh Reynolds, who's played in the system for the last 3 years, and he goes back to the Rams with Jared Goff. Listen, you're gonna be surprised, bro. Look at ugly ass Josh Reynolds' numbers last year. I think he had like 5 or 6 games where he had like 6 plus targets, or at least 6. Like, it's kind of insane. He's the Jameson Williams role when there's no Jameson Williams. When Jameson Williams comes back, he's the Josh Reynolds role. How about that?
Well, and I mean, the way that Detroit has it, I mean, they run 3 wide as like their starting
Marvin on the other side.
So so it's Amon-Ra, it's Marvin Jones, and Josh Reynolds. Those are their 3 starting wide receivers. I'm with you that Reynolds could be a thing. I'm just saying 0 people have asked us about Marvin Jones Jr.
Yeah, for real though.
And he's going to end up being like some sneaky ass DFS play tonight.
I remember 2 years ago when Trevor Lawrence was a rookie, I made a point to get Marvin Jones at the end of every draft just in case. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like after it was like all bad that first year, no one looked at Marvin last year. And but you know, rightfully so, because they brought in Christian Kirk and they brought in, you know what I mean, Evan Ingram.
And to answer that question, I will go on the gray side of things because this may have been a DFS question. You didn't say it was, but if it's not a DFS question, I don't want either of those guys.
Laporta supporters.
Raphael, he said full PPR. I have St. Brown as the number 1. Who's second? Flowers, Boyd, Peoples-Jones, Addison. Not worried about the flex. I got both Hawkinson and Andrews. I like Flowers out of this bunch for week 1.
Maybe you popped a big one against Houston.
And you're hoping it's going to be short A-dot with him. Like that. That's what they were doing in the preseason.
Yeah,
they
let him take it all the way.
Hella quick. Just get the ball in his hands. They better do that. Just give him those short screens.
Do you remember, like, you know, we get a lot of, like, we cover all the news, and there's certain things that kind of, like, make me think about shit. Do you remember when they said Lamar Jackson, they're not going to let him wear a wristband to help him?
Yeah. But then we heard a couple days ago, they said that Lamar said the OC gave him the keys to the offense. So I think
that's what I was going to get to.
Yeah.
Is that like it's almost like so he thinks less and he's more natural. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm just going to take what the defenses give me. I got this, you know, handful of plays I could run. I'm going to be able to, he got the keys. I'm going to go ahead and check the play. If so,
if you're getting paid that much, you should be able to. You should be smart enough to be able to like call your own audibles out there.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Never let Jared Goff do that. They never.
No.
They fucking never. You run that play I gave you motherfucker.
And what up, Brian? Brian on YouTube said for the flex, Cortland Sutton or David Montgomery. I'm going Monty.
Give me Monty Burns.
Yeah. And Tino, he said, I told y'all we will talk Tony into existence. I think I'm trying to do everything except talk him into existence.
Tony just won't die. It's funny because Tony keeps trying to die so bad.
What up, Facebook user says tonight's game on Prime. Yes, every Thursday game is on Prime, but it's supposed to be on NBC as well. And I think Bogey said the NFL Network. And it's not on the NFL Network Live. Because what's his name? Stranger. He said that he's got to wait till like midnight to watch the NFL Network replay.
Oh, okay. So that's the replay. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? If I'm him, shout out to Stranger, first of all. Second, just go get the free trial of Prime just so you can watch the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't know.
Prime doesn't have no free trials.
They don't do that no more?
Fuck no.
That's how I got suckered into getting it years ago.
Nah, if you need a way to watch the game,
card in, and they just keep charging after that. Because I'm like, all right, fuck it, I have it now.
If you need a way to watch the game tonight and all the games throughout the season, just send me a message. I'll get you hooked up with VIP Streams. It's a streaming service, $30 a month. You get all the games, all channels, all pay-per-views, all movie channels, everything. And to all out of state, like this will replace YouTube TV. If you were ever thinking about getting that. And Bake said they advertise businesses, just have them donate $500 to put on a jersey with their name on the channel. I said, wear it during the live streams. We could get a 420 crew one to grow the community.
So, do you guys remember? Okay, first of all, shout out to the fantasy football lord. He's awesome. And then he one of his guys that he would give advice to that would win championships with his advice just so happened to be the guy that jumped on the field in the Buccaneers Super Bowl against the Chiefs. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so this guy's hella smart. It was him and a team, and they bet on whatever site it was that they bet whatever all their fucking hella racks on a streaker of someone streaking across the field because it was a site that had this as a prop.
Super degenerate stuff.
Yeah, super degenerate. They put all their money on this bitch and they fucking pull it off. And on top of that, he told another guy who had a company, I think it was like a porn company. I don't know. Someone can fact check me on this. And he said, hey, give me X amount of racks, right? And I'll fucking wear a thing that has your logo on it.
Gangster.
Fucking awesome, right? And he fucking ran across the field, won the prop, got the bag from those motherfuckers so he could fucking promote their shit. And he was out there in a thong or some shit. But you know what? Fuck, he's a legend. You can do it. And then he went on the Fantasy Football Lord show and he told the whole story. He's like, I got fucking arrested. It was hella worth it. And he was in there rocking his title belts too. He's like, and you know me, because of your advice, I won my leagues. It was just love and life. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about, man. And I'm pretty sure none of these sites will ever allow this ever again because someone pulled it off, man.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's free money for a long time for them. And then they had to come out with some guap. Monique, what up? Said, hey guys, how you feeling about Kareem Hunt? I drafted him and stashed him just in case he lands on the Colts.
I think the league hates him.
Yeah.
And I think you would need the Colts because the Colts general manager is Chris Ballard. Chris Ballard, formerly general manager of the Browns, and prior to that, the Chiefs. When he was there, he drafted Kareem Hunt to the Chiefs. Then he got fired, went to the Browns, and when Kareem Hunt kicked that broad and he got let go by the Chiefs, that was the only team that picked him up because of the Chris Ballard correlation. So I think if anyone's holding on to Kareem Hunt, that's the best bet that you hope he ends up with the Colts.
And you better not have anybody good on waivers because I'm not stashing Kareem Hunt over an option who's actually on a team right now.
I'll hold on to a Van Jefferson or a Marvin Mims. I'm doing that before I'm holding on to a Kareem Hunt. I'm holding on to a fucking hole before I'm holding on to a Hunt. What's his name?
MGJM. He said who y'all taking in a trade, Mitchell or Tony?
Which the phony.
I don't know.
If I have CMC, I'd feel like I could hold Mitchell because it's such a volatile position and it's such pay dirt. If there's nothing for CMC, if he gets hurt, it's all fucking Mitchell. Yeah. But
I mean, why? Why is this a trade that's on it? I wouldn't even want to do this trade.
I'd probably go with Tony. It's higher upside. I don't like hoping that I need CMC to die. And I think a lot of people, they look at Mitchell's numbers with CMC because Mitchell will come in on cleanup duties in fourth quarters last year. And we had beat up teams so bad. It'd be there was a literal play. It was third and long. They hand it off to him. He just houses it for 40.
It's just the same people thinking Jalen Warren's going to be a thing. It's not without an injury. It's not. T-Money, he said, Tony playing tonight? Is he worth starting? So we got a lot of Tony questions tonight. You got to give me the context. Who do you have? You talking DFS? If you're talking your leagues, who would you be starting him over? Is he worth starting tonight? I don't know. It's going to be hella shaky.
Is this not realistic to think that here's a guy coming off an injury that barely got back to practice this week? It's if you're not in practice, right, and you're not a full go, your part of the plan of attack is not a full go, right? He might be in limited packages or 4 wide receiver sets or part of a rotation in 3 wide set. I don't know if I could bank on that. I got to see it first. So we need more context. Tony or who? Because if you tell me Tony or Josh Reynolds, I might be we're going Josh.
Niner MMA, what up? He said flex B. Rob or Gabe Davis. I'm assuming Brian Robinson. Yeah, go Brian Robinson.
Yeah, fuck Arizona. They're about to get ran on.
React on Twitch. What up? He said Cooper is out. Should I start Van Jefferson or Brandon Ayuk?
Brandon Ayuk. But yeah, let's see if we can't flex Van Dam Jefferson.
Could be ugly.
I mean,
Ayuk just feels.
I'm going Ayuk, but I'm saying let's see if we can't flex Van Dam Jefferson. I think I like. I mean, who's he flexing? I think I might. There might be a good chance I like Van Dam over him.
And Raphael said I might have to do that. It's cheaper than YouTube for sure. Yeah, cheaper than YouTube TV and
you get it all.
And YouTube TV plus Sunday ticket. Like that's way more than $50.
And Red Zone, what?
Yeah.
What? 250 plus adult channels, what?
And really just that, the pay-per-views. If you watch or pay for any pay-per-views throughout just 1 month, it's going to cost you more than the $30 a month. This gets every single pay-per-view for $30 a month. And Tina said, are we forgetting we talked Tony into an MVP? That's crispy. I didn't talk him into
that's our dad. You take that up with your dad, Tino.
He's old and senile, man. I mean, come on. Crispy's old.
He's old, man. Look at him.
He's old.
He's old. I wonder if Crispy gets mad at us sometimes. Fuck this guy. I'm gonna kill him in fantasy.
And Tino said, and Marty, he said, salute, what up? Time to go to war. Let's get it.
Let's go. We going to war. I wonder what was the premise of that guy asking about what salute means. Like, do you guys know what that means? I mean, maybe I'm not. Maybe
no, he'd never been in the.
He
chat
never explained
before.
it.
He never had been in the chat, so he didn't know what. Like, he just had no idea what that meant.
Maybe he was like, "Is that how I got my shit answered?" I saluted. Like, listen, I was saying hello.
Crispy said, "Dump Hunt for Higbee in a 3 QB league somehow yesterday." Why did you even draft Kareem Hunt? But yeah, I mean, it's because we don't have a tight end spot there. That's why you're able to get him.
Yeah, but when in the world with no Cooper Kupp, I got to imagine Higbee is the focal point. I mean, they're gonna play Seattle, who's historically been bad against tight ends for the last 5 years. You know what I mean? Yeah. This could actually be a nice, decent game here. And I mean, there is no their first round rookie corner is not going to play this game, but their breakout, fifth round guy last year, what was his name? Weatherspoon. What's his name?
Oh, Reek Woolen.
Woolen. There you go. I knew it was a W. Woolen. Yeah. He maybe that's why your pause on your little pause for start on Van Dam Jefferson. Yeah.
And okay. You know who, what if B-Wags and Jordan Brooks are out there and they just fuck up Higbee and don't let him get off the line somehow just because they want to kill somebody over the middle of the field. I can't believe Jordan Brooks is about to play. If he comes out and has 10 solos in this game, it doesn't matter what he does for the rest of the season. No, fuck no. Come on, man. Are you kidding?
I know. I'm such a Bogard.
I was going to say,
back, y'all.
How about this? Let's say he has 100 solos for the season. Just the entire season, stays healthy.
Steal of the draft.
Is that not that would be up there with AP's greatest comeback ever, right? Like after a fucking ACL.
How old is Jordan Brooks right now? 25?
Let's see.
Because he's on his 5th year option right. No, they didn't pick up. Oh, and he's on his 4th year. They didn't pick up the 5th year. He's got a ball.
Oh yeah, he
is.
He's 25.
Okay, so he's 25.
October 21st birthday.
And I think he's the same. Okay. Oh, damn. Was AP 30 when he tore the ACL? But that was the 2014? No.
That was 2012, right?
2012. Okay, so he had been in the league for about 5 years at that point.
So he's 38 right now. So he was 26.
Okay, I like it. But back then they had straight up HGH and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't allow that anymore.
Team Money said, "Okay, here's the context: Tony or Gallup." Okay, yes. I was assuming Gallup's like nothing, right?
I mean,
You know what?
I'd rather take the shot on Tony than Gallup. Yes, if you're dart throwing like that, yes, I'd rather play Tony. I don't want to, but over Gallup, yeah.
Dang,
It's
crazy. That's the first time I heard Gallup's name like all off season.
Yeah, because it's all about
I forgot
cooks,
about it.
baby. It's all about cooks.
Yeah, it's a good point.
And Brandon said, "I need a blunt. Go roll it up, bro. Go roll it up. We'll get
Roll
your
it up.
question in a second."
I'm gonna roll some.
DMR, what up, Candlestick?
What up, Candlestick?
He said, Dotson or Dobbins.
Well,
Okay.
obviously,
I'll take JK against Houston. I mean, like, I don't think week 1 they turn it all the way around. I think this is only a question for him because he respects D'Amico Ryans like I do. You know what I mean? Hey, give me JK, goddammit.
I'm going for Dotson.
had your kids, had your wife.
Come on, man. Versus Arizona, they are gonna whoop them
if there's
up.
no McLaurin,
See, that's another thing too, though. Is it going to shoot out? Is there a necessity to throw the ball like that enough times to sustain a Jahan Dotson? What if McLaurin's there, right? Which I think he's.
Do you think they will not throw it 20 times?
I think a lot of it goes short, and I'm still going to involve the running back. So yeah, if they throw, I think they throw it 30 times. How about that?
There you go, man.
So you can run and take that, homeboy.
Yeah, but I think a lot of it is short. Like that's, you know what I mean? You know what? Going J.K. Dobbins.
Hey, Houston's been like bottom 3 against the run the last 3 years straight. It's not going to change immediately. I promise.
You better hope not. J.K. Dobbins. The part is J.K. I'm nervous about him, is what it is.
That's why this is the question. Who isn't nervous about him?
Exactly. Yeah.
That's why this is the question. You know what I mean? I feel more comfortable with Dotson in the season, like in a season-long outlook. But we're here at war now, week 1. Give me Houston. Let's run all over them. Where's Peacock? He's like, run all over us.
He's slamming in your windows. He's trying to rape, so y'all need to hide your kids, hide your husband because they raping everybody else.
Hey, listen, bro. Stop playing the drops. It's going to make me want to switch my answer.
You don't have to come and confess that you did. We're looking for you. I'm letting you know that, so you can run and tell that.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Come on, Dotson. Just be the guy that we need you to be so we can play these drops and say we were right the entire time. Come on.
I'm going to take JK week 1, bro. And they should be in a positive game. They should be in a positive game script. Should be a lot of rush attempts.
Bake said I'm dying at work over here. He's old. Simmons is old.
Simmons is old, man.
Now, my favorite is when he grabs the fucking toupee and he slaps it on the wall.
Oh, man.
We need that entire drop, too, where he's hitting the bars, bro. He's a Pontivious. He was barred up on that one, huh?
Oh, man. That'd be so funny. Like, hey, what do you think of J.K. Dobbins? Hit that drop.
We need that.
All right, we're on it. We're on it.
I like a good roast.
Hold on. Where's Mills?
We could look it up and not show it. Just play the audio.
Right here, so listen up. I want a good, clean fight.
No, we shouldn't do it.
And PB and waivers, George Mason will get some work. He said, in my opinion, he's the biggest back they have. Like physically the biggest back?
Yeah, he's about 230. He's about 5'11", 230. He's and he runs like wide base. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like a wide base. Like Marshawn. I'm just saying. He reminds me of Marshawn the way he runs, but he's just not, not so beast mode though.
And Brandon said, half PPR, Christian Kirk, Ayuk, Samaji. I'm going Ayuk, but it would go Ayuk,
I'm not mad at Samaji neither, though.
But I'm going to take Ayuk.
Yeah, Samaji's a close second.
We low-key might shoot it out, bro. I mean,
Crispy's such an asshole. He said, I'm so glad I went for smokes and milk.
Why are you here then, Dad? You still came back.
Oh, man.
Oh, I love my dad.
And Sebastian said Higbee was a good blocker last year. That O-line was terrible. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, sure was. But that's also what you want for your tight end, that he's not in some rotation leaving the field. Because if he's not a blocker, he's going to leave the field for a blocker in certain run packages and whatnot. Also makes you a tell, right?
Yeah.
So it's great when you don't have to look like a tell, when you show a certain look. Because he could be in there in line to block and roll out to the flat, catch a tug. He did that to me twice in the Super Bowl last year, in the fantasy Super Bowl. Fuck him.
Whoa. Hold on. Hold on. Pedro, don't be lying to us. Hold on.
Pedro. What is this, Pedro?
Yeah, hold on.
Fact check
it. Yeah. No. Pedro, where'd you hear that? Let me come at us with some.
They lied to you, Pedro.
Yeah, I'm not even reading that out. I think I kept it up on the screen too long. And Brandon said, I'm at work.
That was a negative, though? That was a negative, right? You fact checked that?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Yeah. Anytime I see anything about injuries or anything, I'm fact checking.
Pedro was he? Pedro's never been. We actually had a guy that used to do that to us. You remember that?
Yeah.
He would come in with fake news all the time. But it was never Pedro.
Yeah. And yeah, man, fucking Candlestick says, see, got y'all arguing.
So dumb.
Hey, listen, I'm not kidding, bro. It might have JK in his name, but I'm so sincere. I'm so sincere.
And PB and Waiver said JK is an avoid for me and Dotson getting the work from the enemy. I'm gonna see it.
I can't argue it, but I'm gonna play the matchup, man. And I'm gonna play the next. Okay, what does Vegas have Baltimore doing to them?
Whooping them.
What's the spread on there?
Whooping them.
Running it.
I placed a degenerate $2 parlay.
Okay.
For this Sunday. $2 to win 2,700. That's how degenerate it is.
Love it.
14 money lines I picked.
Awesome. You know, I promise you, I want you to win it. But if you don't, I hope it happens early. Because that's the fucking worst. I'm on this 14th leg, and it fucking goes awry. And he's never been so mad over $2. I start thinking, $2. Like, man, I could have got a McChicken with that. Man, I couldn't even afford a McChicken for $2, huh?
Because especially, I mean, this is a Vegas bet, so you're not cashing out earlier. Like, it either hits or it don't.
Yeah. Give me the money or not.
Let's see. Where the hell is the Ravens game? Yeah, they're getting Ravens, they're 10. $10. 10 minus 10.
Run it up.
Damn, 43.5. They got a low over-under on that game.
I'm taking the under. It's two teams that are going to try to run.
We've also seen Lamar, like, people load up the box on him, and he just throws it 30 yards in the air past everybody.
I'm mad at it. But then when he runs up that score and gets that 2-possession lead like Vegas has them taking, they're going to start running it.
Yeah. And Brand said, I'm worried about Ayuk and Kirk. Both got to fight for targets. Who was the other person on there? Samaji. I mean, Samaji has to also. Like, I mean, it's not like Javante's not going to be there.
One thing that's okay. How about this? If he likes Samaji, I'm with him on it. I'm not going to argue it. It's week 1. I'm not going to defend it. Like, fuck that. Because actually, there is the interesting blurb that came out the other day that said Samaji is going to get the full, like, majority of the workload early on in the season. And that just tells me what I already know is that Javonte, the first year after the ACL, they're going to take it easy on him. And in the Raiders, I mean, more terrible against the tight end as they are against the run, but not great against the run either. So I'm okay with it.
Yeah. But, yeah, the way that I would rank them is Ayuk, Samaji, and then Kirk.
And I'm still with you there. But I'm just saying, because like I said, sometimes people's looking for confirmation bias, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and if he likes Samaji P right there, I won't argue it, but I'll just have it in that order. Ayuk, Samaji.
And Crispy, he said, if Cup's broken ass goes on to IR, Higbee is a great waiver. He's white, right, Bogey?
Yeah. I mean, Did Matthew Stafford not have his wife print out all the pictures, like literally, like old school shit, print them out? He probably faxed it to him too. Baby, faxed me all the faces and names because none of these fucking players, I don't know none of them. And that's why he just looks for the white or cups out. And where's the white guy? Tyler Higbee. Oh, Ben Scrotum. And that's Ben Skronik, for those that don't know. And look at his numbers. He actually got targets. It was the damnedest thing. It was fucking insane. Just saying. I think he's making a conscious point now, though. You know what I mean? I mean, he was in Detroit for a long time. He should have, you know what I mean? I mean, just saying, Matthew Stafford, stop being so racist.
And who is this? Fearless Double XL. He said smoking on that Barry Kush, and he said, where are they sending their messages? Oh, so the messages that you're seeing right now, there's more messages coming from YouTube than anywhere else. But every time we live stream, we're live streaming on YouTube, on Twitch, on multiple places on Facebook, on X as well.
What? Is that what Twitter is now?
Yeah, hold on. Where is it?
So wait a second. You know, X is like a form of like, you know, that's like some Muslim shit to me, bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said, what am I smoking on? I'm smoking on some wafers right now. There's the wafers.
Yeah, I'm about to roll up some Ellis Greens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a fun jar. It's just full of finally and old man Gary. So I'm just picking from it and whatever it is, we get it.
And Fearless said, how undervalued do you think Cam Akers is? I end up getting Pierce. He fell on the board, but Cam was my initial pick. I mean, I like Pierce more than Cam, so.
Yeah, you made the right move. I mean, Cam Akers, he has 2 literal 6-game stretches in his career where he was fucking awesome. But he almost got 0 targets in those 6-game stretches. And that first 6-game stretch goes back to 2020. And his last one, the last 6-game stretch where he was fantasy viable, was last year to close the year. Very good taste left in our mouth. Pause. Recency bias. But all the numbers don't add up to him doing this over the year because we haven't seen, like, it's too much of an outlier performance for me. That's why I don't have any Cam. And I was a Cam Akers guy last year.
Pedro, it said that on Bleacher Report about Aaron Jones. That's wild.
No fucking way. Hold on. Keep looking this up, bruh. Send us a screenshot or something, bruh.
No. It's no, he's not. He says he apologizes.
Oh, okay.
But he said that's where he saw it. That's crazy. Bleacher Report, like, fucked up on Aaron Jones saying he was injured. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Today's been a fun show, and especially since it's the start of football. We're definitely rocking longer than we normally might be.
Oh, I'm rocking long. Pause.
And yeah, and Brandon said, no biased opinion here. Going with your decision. Appreciate y'all, boys. Hell yeah.
You can do it.
Listen, I'm just saying though, like, ask again now. You know what I mean? Don't just because that is the Sunday game. What if we get some type of information that curves the answer? And that's why we're here for y'all every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're literally here every day. So don't take. I said it multiple times.
If you're asking me about a tonight's game, my answer's set in stone for sure.
Except Kelsey, still on the fence.
Yeah,
a little bit for me anyway.
Okay, all right. Let's simulate. Okay, hypothetical. Okay, let's simulate it. Oh my God, they're gonna play Kelsey today.
I'm playing him.
I'm doing the same shit, man. I gotta tell people though, what are your other options though?
Fuck it.
What are your other options? And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make me say Kelsey every time. And it's like,
who should I start tonight? Travis Kelsey or Tyler Higbee?
Fuck.
Who should I start on Sunday? Travis Kelsey or Darren Waller?
A 20% 20% snap count. Travis Kelsey might be worth every one of those motherfuckers. Because I would imagine it would be like, okay, here's a nightmare scenario. They play him, but they say we're gonna limit his. We're gonna have him on a pitch count. but he's only there in like red zone packages. Then they'll just crowd him in the red zone, and then someone else gets the greasy tug every time. What if like is that out of the
realm? They move around too much. They'll do that little scoop thing that they do to him where he just like gets behind the line. Come on.
The shuttle pass, aka the shovel, aka
if they literally said he's playing 20% of the snaps, only red zone snaps, like why would we not start him? Like if they
wouldn't say that specifically about the red zone part, but they would say he'd be on a pitch count or something.
If they said that he's going to be in red zone packages, I don't give a fuck about the pitch count. I don't give a shit about anything. Most tight ends get 15 to 35 yards, and if you're lucky, a touchdown. Travis Kelce.
Oh my God! I just realized something. We need tight end. Most of these tight ends are touchdown or bust anyway. If you give me Kelce in that,
come on,
rolling the dice.
Fuck that. And you know how much work I would have to do to take Kelce out of all my lineups? Like, that's another reason why I just rock
him. I just did that this morning, bro. They better not play him.
You're tripping. I'm waiting. I'm holding out hope. And he does not listen to bad news. What up? He said, salute. He said, start 2, half PPR. Ridley, DJ Moore, Madison. Love the show. Appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, man.
I'm going the first 2.
Yeah, the first 2. Easy.
Madison's going to have more volume, but could be some ugly volume.
Hey, we'll take it. I never said it was ever going to be pretty.
Yeah, that's for sure.
You know what I mean? You know, I actually call it shady volume. And because it goes back to Shady McCoy when he went to Buffalo. If people ever had any kind of like quarrels about it, it's like, listen, he's going to get shady volume.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so now anytime there's an ugly situation for running back, I just say, hey, like Madison's going to get shady volume. Let's go.
Hell yeah. And Antigan on Twitch, what up? He said, who's a good tight end to pick up if Kelce don't play? Higbee, if he's available. And I mean, these are good options that are lower on the list.
Higbee, Gerald Everett,
Hunter Henry,
Logan Thomas, if he plays, obviously. And then there's help me out here. What's that guy's name, Brad? Ferguson, I guess, because of the matchup.
Yeah, it's ugly though. And nice candlesticks that I'm in Oakland. I found that wafers vape in my backpack. Yeah.
Yes. Hey, listen, you might got to get it going, and then that shit hits, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie. This is the funny shit that Bogard admits to. So, like, that waivers thing has kept gumming up on me. And then I said, man, fuck that shit. I grabbed the lighter, started melting it. Like a fucking dopey. Let me get that thing going. But then it hit crazy. Yes, I'm a genius.
That's all it did was just loosen it up. And Derek said,
I needed it. Noble. Sucking the fucking back of my skull out my brain trying to hit that shit. Pause.
Noble just woke up, look at him, came in here just to sleep, like right behind. And be on the
show. Awesome.
And yeah, Fearless Double XL said, love the show. Appreciate you, homie. Make sure you go subscribe. If you go to fantasyfootballhustler.com, you can find like the links to everywhere that we are. Mm-hmm. Go subscribe everywhere. And the main place that you want to go join so you can be involved in all raffles and everything, 420crew.org. Go join the crew. If you're looking for one-on-one fantasy advice, get there for that reason. That's one of the reasons why you would join. Get on the superstar tier or higher, and then you'll get DM access. But the higher the tier, the more entries you get on all these raffles that we do.
Hey, do me a solid. I sent you a link, a Spotify link to that joint. The new joint, just drop it in the chat for everybody one time. Everybody check out my new joint on Spotify. Bogard Scott free. Cheers. It's not new. It's a 420 crew special. On the drinking side of it, though, as far as the sample. Talk about selling drugs on it, I'm sure.
There you go. Spotify link in the chat.
Yeah, run it up, y'all. Fucking love that song. Makes me feel good. Fuck you, NFL. Try to sample my shit. They did that, huh?
Yeah, for sure. We had that going for like a whole year before they did that.
Exactly. And then I started trying to publish it when they did that, and then they were trying to hate on it. I was like, oh, the fucking NFL got me.
Well, we'll be back in about 2 hours with FNT. We're going to get up out of here, and then we'll be back for the watch party and the pregame show and all that. So make sure you guys are rocking with us. If we do so many live streams per day that you might not get notifications. So you guys got to remember the schedule. It's 8 West Coast time, 11 Eastern in the morning. It's 1 West Coast time, 4 Eastern in the afternoon. Always, like every day. And then every single game that is going down, we're here. We're here. So make sure you pop in. And Aaron got a question in right at the last second. He said, I have Fields as my QB. Do I start DJ Moore, Watson, or Akers? Regardless of Fields being the QB, I'm starting DJ Moore.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he said, oh, man, caught at the end. Well, at least you got your question in. Come back in 2 hours.
Yeah.
We'll be
I
back.
probably would have had an over-elaborate 15-minute answer for that question normally, and I still would have said DJ Moore.
Oh, man. And,
I just want sharks with freaking laser beams attached to it.
And I was watching the league again, and it's funny because Taco, one of his sayings that I've heard him say multiple times, yeah, to make a short story long, it was this and this and this and this.
And mine's make a long story longer. I'm such a taco, bro. Pause.
Hell yeah. All right, guys. We will see you in a couple hours. Bogey, why don't you sign us off?
May the force be with you.
Yeah.
We're going to war.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.